right, guys. I love you all. You guys have been fantastic and a great day. I want to thank Kaz and Ice and Levy and everyone else.
I thank you for having me, like always.
I rank this stream 100 out of 10. It was that good of a stream.
Epic day of streaming. Love you guys. I hope you guys have a fantastic Saturday.
You too, Raven. Hey, look at Carl. How you doing, man?
I'll say this. I might get home early, but I say this shit. Now I'll probably be here to midnight. So if I don't show up tomorrow, don't call the police.
We gotta miss a Raven. We have an expert on this. Pull out Darish and also.
I always sneak in.
Fuck you.
How you doing,
right.
Falcon?
Good night and thanks for watching.
I'm always ready for the weekend. Take care, Ravens chat.
Yeah, we done.
Yeah, anytime.
Awesome. All right, let's see.
Alright, the stream is officially ended.
Yeah, the stream is. We can say faggot now.
Well, that stream ended. Mine is going.
I know. I love how really Raven's like, yeah, you can say the word faggot.
Yeah, it is like, yeah, but my stream is going.
Oh God.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. I've said it so many times on my stream already. Hey, Zinkai.
It's like coming home. Like, I'm home.
No, I love how you're like, finally, I can say the word. And Ice like, look, I'm streaming. What?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, but it's like Ice doesn't care. Ice has already said it.
Son of a...
No, you didn't. You hadn't said it yet.
Oh, I said it on my stream before. Hell, no. If that's the case, my stream should have been done because Dwight Race has dropped the hard R on my stream before.
Son of a bitch. Who spent all this money on Animal Crossing? Oh no.
No,
Wait.
I remember that shit.
Phil had a story about Jasper.
Oh yeah, the kitty, the turds because his litter box was dirty. That's
Oh, trust me, I'm actually thinking about when I'm doing a video on it. I'm gonna bring that
Hey,
point
Mal.
up. It's like, Phil, you
We're Batman energy.
give me the views. Give me the views.
I need some motherfucking views. Hey,
Leon
Tenshi, how you doing, man? Good to see you.
Man, Leon Lush is a great fucking writer for that.
All right, so I'm gonna start off with this Jasper pooping.
Can I share the screen?
Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna go to my ship now.
Yeah, I'll head over there.
All right, I'll see y'all in the galley.
No, seriously, I'm
All right.
No, Raven's like, I'll be over there, but I'll probably dip because I'm tired.
How Aviga sounded? Yeah.
No, I need food. I'm going to walk.
Yeah, you gotta eat, dude. You've been at this all day.
I always like said, I'm going
When
to
I-
burger.
I'll see y'all over
I
there.
I don't.
How you doing, chat? How you doing? We're just getting things set up on the Dark Descent, as you guys know. Uh-oh. Things aren't showing. Why things not showing? There they go. All right. But it's great to see you guys tonight. Even though I just left most of you over at Ravenstream. This is going to be a short one because I've been up since 5:40 a.m. But we're gonna do some of this, knock some of this stuff out because I've missed some stuff. Work has been absolute hell these last 2 days, really. Hopefully my boss doesn't call me into work tomorrow.
Nah, he won't dare. Ice would come there and burn his house, burn the place down.
Yeah. Hey, Hood Hustler, how you doing? Yes, how's all the Ryans in the chat?
Hello,
Although,
it's Ryan.
I'm Ryan. Well.
Well,
Alright, let me hear this. So we're gonna
shout
start
out to
off.
Ryan.
We're gonna start
I
off
mean,
the
he-
stream.
I went to a man of DSP. I gave him money and now I'm broke.
we're gonna start the stream off with this cat business. I'm gonna be jumping around, so my thoughts are gonna be jarbled. So forgive me on that. My thoughts are gonna be jarbled for a little bit. Hey, G Million, how you doing? Hey, Val. Let's go ahead get this set up for you guys. Oh shit, where is it?
Your goddamn screen.
There we go. All right, that should be the one.
Anything. I see nothing.
Ah! All right, this should be the one.
Nobody.
Yep. All right.
I see darkness.
Are you really?
I actually. Oh, there we go. Fixed.
Oh, I had this drop the picture in picture. That's what it was.
Hello,
Hey,
darkness,
Reese, how you
my old
doing?
friend.
Oh, hold on. You got. Whenever you play it, I swear to God, you have to play it right.
I have to play it right.
So
Oh,
what the hell is that in the background?
what?
Probably my fan.
Oh.
No,
No.
I hear
No.
like Sony.
This Sony.
Oh, that's my music playing.
This. Are you
It's
trying
like,
to
don't scare me. I was like, what the
reenact
fuck is he talking about? It's like, what the
Yeah.
fuck is he talking about? I'm scared. Hold me, mommy. I'm scared.
Oh god.
All right, so
And I see fuck.
here we go. We pause the tunes.
Mhm.
So, like I said again, this is gonna be all over the place. I'm gonna catch up on some of the stuff. I've been hearing things here and there in spurts. I did not catch the pre-stream at all today, so I've
It was a
missed.
mess.
I've missed
It was a
whatever.
mess.
It was a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured. So I've missed everything said there. Hate Army has a video as well. Cool. I have to check him out too.
It literally
Fuck you, Falcon.
PSP complaining.
Falcon, I'm
Oh,
putting you in timeout.
oh, don't put
Yeah.
Falcon in timeout.
Yeah, it was mostly about his losses in Street Fighter and bitching how the game doesn't function how it should be,
Oh,
aka
God.
Turbo 2.
God damn it, Phil. All right, let's get it on.
Well, let me tell you something,
Everybody
brother.
sing
And
along.
thank you, Snort Hogan,
Snort,
for the video.
tell you.
Hogan.
Snort, snort.
The drip going.
I like Snort Hogan. Sometimes I like Snort Hogan a little more than Duty, because Duty will comment in his videos.
Alright, we're ready to
Where
go.
if I'm
Find
going
the
over it,
car
I just want to
and
hear
play
Phil and what he has
Certainly
to say.
wasn't planning on that.
And also, this
Okay.
didn't have a filter on it.
Yeah.
Ugh.
All right, Phil. Tell me what you were doing today.
All right, we're okay. We're okay. Everyone's okay.
I'm
No
not
worries.
okay.
Everyone's okay. Okay.
Hey, Joker, how you doing, man? Good to see you.
No, he's not throwing up.
He's
Relax.
not throwing up.
Everyone relax. He's just being, he's being
Jasper.
very fussy.
Quiet.
You know, I went to use the bathroom and I wanted to see my wife before I started playing, and she says Jasper is running around the house acting weird. It looked like he wanted to use his litter box, but I guess it was pretty full. So she was changing the litter box out. She was changing the litter box out to be clean, but I guess he had to use the bathroom, and he's running around the house looking for somewhere to shit.
Oh my God.
Yep,
Phil, two things with that,
Mhm.
Phil. One, clean the goddamn litter box, you lazy prick.
Yep. Don't
Number
look
two.
for her to do it.
Yeah, and number two, if a cat is trying to look for a place to shit and it's not the litter box, there's something wrong with them.
Yeah,
It's probably sick.
it's the same when Jasper was trying to piss everywhere in the house.
Yeah.
When he had
I
UTI. He's just
I
trying to
think-
relieve himself anywhere.
Yeah, I think what it is that cat is so scared of being in that house, he doesn't know what to do in case of a problem.
But here's another problem with that, though. If I remember correctly, Phil said they had 2 litter boxes in that house.
Yeah.
So if one litter box is full, he would automatically go to the other one.
Yep.
Mhm.
So
Think about that.
there's something else going on there.
Hmm.
And then the third thing, why did you not do anything for so long? One cat,
Yeah.
it takes at least maybe 4 days to fill up a litter box, depending on what the cat's diet is.
Yeah, and especially if you remove whatever's in there
In
during it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because you can get the little bags and you can just get the pooper scooper, scoop it up, drop it in the bag, tie the knot. There's no smell. It's contained within the bag.
Yeah.
You're telling me that going by this information, they either got rid of one of the litter boxes, which is strongly what I'm leaning towards, or two, both litter boxes were just that damn full that Jasper using his paws to cover his poop, there's not much of it left.
Yeah.
So
But also 3 or 4, if it's so full, the smell is all over the place, so his scent is kind of fucked.
yeah, he's not gonna use it if the scent's everywhere. Like if it's too strong,
Yeah.
he won't use it.
Yeah, it's a thing that they do. If it smells too bad, they'll avoid it, knowing that it's overfilled. They can't
Yeah.
use it.
This Fruzy barely cleans his litter box, and pissing incident is a cause he barely. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Well, like he has to wait 5 minutes, so the litter box was done. It was clean.
It doesn't matter, Phil. Animals are not humans. And honestly, and this is going to sound gross, I'm sorry, everybody, in advance. When a human being has to poop, Phil, and if it's bad enough, you're going to go anywhere. You're going to go outside. You're going to go in spots you never thought you would go poop to relieve yourself because your body cannot contain it any longer, and it's just going straight through the intestinal tract.
Mhm.
And that's
A
what
lot of times it goes in your pants.
yeah, and
Yep.
that's whether you're having a solid poop or a soft poop or watery. If you gotta go, you can't hold it. It's the same for animals. They can't hold it but for so long. Like,
Man.
you're telling me, Phil, that you're thinking that because it's being cleaned at that particular time, that your cat could just simply wait it out. No, because your wife told you he was looking for a spot to go throughout the house, which means he had to go for a little while. He had to go for a fucking minute.
Yeah.
And when she took notice, she decided to start cleaning the litter box.
It's also funny that his wife that goes out to work notices it more than a guy
Who's
that's
there?
home every day.
Because
Ice.
Phil doesn't care. This
I-
reminds me of
Yeah.
the hamsters or guinea pigs or whatever it was Leanna had that he let die.
Mhm.
They're hamsters.
They are
Did them in the racing.
How did they not clean out the lip? Because Phil's a lazy motherfucker. That's why.
Yeah, ice. I'm sorry to say, it gets worse. Just keep going.
Oh God.
ready to go, but he was already had it in his head that he had to go shit somewhere else. So he's running around the house looking for shitting spots. He's trying to shit on the stairs. He's trying to shit in the bathroom. He tried to shit in the room across the hallway under the desk. So I'm chasing him around trying to get him, no, you're not going to do that. You're going to go downstairs. So finally, I grabbed him and brought him downstairs and put him down. And I guess I walked away, and Kat convinced him to go inside the clean litter box, and now he's using the litter box.
Pause. How do you convince
You
a
don't-
cat to poop?
You don't convince the cat. She didn't convince him. She stood there with him, and once he realized it was clean, it was safe for him to go.
Mm-hmm.
Phil, this is not healthy for the cat. And it's actually not healthy for you guys either, because with enough cat poop and cat urine covering certain spots of the house, that's, what is it, ammonia.
Pneumonia.
Mm-hmm.
And that can kill you.
No, ammonia. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That can kill you or make you very sick, death being the end result.
If exposed to it for too long.
Too long, yeah.
Exactly.
But you'll get sick first, and that you don't have to be exposed for a very long time to get sick.
Or if they try to clean it up with certain chemicals, there can be a reaction. You know, ammonia and bleach.
Bleach.
Ammonia and
Mustard gas.
bleach. Mustard gas will kill you quick.
What's up, boys? And East
Mara.
Levy.
Yeah,
Raven.
exactly, Liquid Carl.
Mhm.
Unless you're Dr. Doolittle, you can't convince the cat where to poop at. He's gonna go wherever he wants. And the fact that he's sitting here saying this is just more proof. He does not care for the cat except for a what's the word I'm looking. Jasper is nothing more than a prop. That's what I was trying to say.
Yes.
Jasper is a prop for DSP gaming and DSP reacts. Yeah, he's there to monetize it, even though he claims he doesn't want to. This proves it.
What's worse for the cat, for Jasper, is the psychological effect, because he can't go, right? The litter boxes are filled. He's trying to go. Phil is chasing him when he's trying to relieve himself. Saying, no. He's scaring the crap out of Jasper when he has to relieve himself. That can psychologically damage the animal.
Not only that, but going back to the whole prop argument, and I'm actually agreeing with this. There are times where it's like, if Jasper's on there, he's like, oh, he's being so cute. And then there are times where Phil's upset. Like Tyre's story. He was upset. Jasper hopped on his lap to calm him down. No, Jasper, I'm not in a good mood. Throws him off.
Yeah.
I'll give him... And Jasper's in the office, and he's like, Jasper, don't do that. And he pukes.
Levy, like, there been time when I come home, I'm pissed off. My dog's getting there by me. They're sitting there by me.
Hey, Dwight Race, how you doing, man? Good to see you.
Because I know when animals like to do, when dogs or cats, like, when they can, from what I heard, they can actually, like, sense what you're feeling. So they show up to make it better.
Yes. Yeah. Because if your animals are attached to you, they will do whatever it takes to make you feel better. I've had that happen where back when I lived with my family, I had a cat that for some reason liked me more than my family. And there was one day I was not feeling too. I was like in a very depressed state. This cat hopped up on my lap and started licking my cheeks because the cat kind of felt that I was crying, but there was no tears. So he licked my face, making me feel better.
Yeah.
One of my cats is severely antisocial. She doesn't like to be touched. She avoids me and my girlfriend like to play. But when I'm upset or I'm depressed as hell, she will sit with me.
Yeah. Yeah, he's cracked open a cold one. Yeah, it's a Sprite.
I hear music.
Yeah, I turned it on. I don't like total silence because I have
because that's essentially what Phil does not understand. If you have a pet, they're like a child. They will do whatever it takes. They want to be near you, but you don't want it because you want him as a prop. He was your $2,000 fucking prop.
Yeah.
That you scammed people for just for you to say, I have a pussy that I have owned, and y'all didn't fucking notice.
Yeah.
And then he goes in the Grifterings interview and said, oh, I've had this cat for a while, and I'm surprised nobody noticed.
And they did. They noticed, but he banned them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he bans them, but then he acts like, oh, well, nobody knows. I don't know how they didn't hear the bell jingling around his neck. No, people said what it was, and you told them no, and you banned them when they got a little pushy about it. That's you. That's how you act with everything, just like when you had the flappening. You were banning people that was saying, yo, were you just beating off on stream?
Yeah, he banned people for making a fucking joke.
Yeah.
1 week later, he tries to own up to the joke, and it's no longer funny. Because when he tries to make a joke, there's no humor to it. It's just, hey guys, look what I did this, guys. Look at me. And he's going to Keemstar. He's like, I want to tell you my side of the story, Keem.
There is no side of the story. You fucking beat off on stream. In the story.
It's like Phil. It's like Phil. You got horny. Like Leanna was probably at home, like not doing her own thing, and didn't want the nasty with you. So you took measures to your own hands, pulled up the old hub, started beating off, and you forgot to turn the camera off, and they caught you.
Well, see, here's my thing with that. Like I've expressed multiple times on the stream I went over it on. You decided to fire up your stream, and then after that decided, you know what? I'm gonna jerk the chicken first.
Jerking the gherkin.
Yeah. Why did you have to pull the corkscrew pig cock of yours?
I love how Reeb's like, Again,
while the
I stopped
stream
and
was going.
He was just shining his shoes.
Oh yeah, he was shining them all right.
He was polishing something all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one thing though, I still cannot believe he did not get up to wash his hands afterward. He
Of
just
course
went
not.
straight to play.
Yeah.
As I think it was it GZG or Gundam? No, it was Gundam. Like, it's a Gundam set. He just sat there with his dick hanging out the entire time and decided to go write the gameplay.
Yeah. And here's another thing too. Like, here's another thing that he did. Like, he was pulling out his phone and pretending to play a game. And he's like, "Oh, I didn't see y'all there. I was just playing a WWE Champions game that everyone says that I play." It's like, Phil, you do play it.
You do
Yeah,
play.
He denies everything. Someone tells him, "You have a cat," denies it. I did. Oh, you jerked off, denies it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you were playing WWE Champions, denied it for so goddamn long that people were believing, because anytime someone mentions it, reaction. And he could have just ignored it, but he doesn't ignore drama, because as soon as it comes to him, he gets a rise out of it and he goes off on it. And then when and then also, I think another reason why he doesn't like Jasper exposed his lie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
At the end of Stray, when he finished up Stray, he had his camera pointed down the chair where Jasper was sitting, and what do we see on the fucking phone?
Champion.
WWE Champions.
Champion.
What do you see when he's trying to clean his closet? WWE motherfucking champions.
Yeah.
And he sits there and
Yeah.
like, I sat there and said, because Ann was talking about it one day, and Ann was like, "I don't know why people are acting surprised. We knew he played it. He already admitted to this a long time ago." It's like, yes, he did, but later he said after he got with the love of his life, he quit playing all mobile games and was banning people who kept saying he did. That's why it's a big deal. And then he gets on side scrollers. Yeah, I played WWE Champions.
No.
Yeah.
Before that.
No.
When people before he got on side scrollers.
Oh yeah.
He brought points like, "Yes, I play mobile games. What of it?" It's like, Phil, this is where your lie falls apart, because you kept denying that you never played it, that you never touched WWE Champions, you never touched pulling on Hulk Hogan's dick while getting pulls. You denied all of it, and now all of a sudden you're going to come clean with it when you denied it for years.
And banned people for it for years. Actual fans, not just detractors, haters, and critics and trolls.
What Phil should have done there, he should have fucking apologized for all of it. But did he? Fuck no.
Because he never apologized.
He never apologized, because anytime that motherfucker makes an apology, there's no sincerity. It's all disingenuous.
By the way, Ice, if you keep going with this story, it gets worse.
It gets a lot.
So we almost had a house full of cat shit.
Yeah, it pissed me off so much.
So we almost had a house full of cat shit.
No, Phil, you weren't about to have a house full of cat shit. And if you're saying that statement and saying that's a true statement, that means Jasper is shit in that house outside of his litter box more than once.
And that's a problem.
And here's another one too. He has in his garage, there's a bag full of cat shit that he takes to the dump. He takes it to the dump, puts it in his fucking car, and drives it there. So not only is his house smelling like that, and it's in like
the car is
permeated
the trash
with it,
can.
Now the car is
fucking car.
Yep.
But he's sitting there saying, and this is something that should never be said on stream. He should be like, "Hey, we had an issue with Jasper," and that's it. Cut it
you could
right
say,
there.
"Hey, he's having some bathroom issues, but everything's fine." He could have just said that and drop it. But no, Jasper had to shit in the house.
Or he could just be like, "Hey, my wife wanted me to check on the cat." That's it. Done.
That too. Yeah. Also, what up, John?
Hey, John Valentine. Good to see you.
Big up, John Valentine.
Yet again, all lies. If you show evidence, then you get
What's
banned.
funny is, usually...
Listen to
he has
this.
an issue with the litter box, because we clean it regularly. But if he
No, you
has
don't.
an issue with the litter box, he'll tell us. What he'll start to do is he'll go to it, he'll paw it, and make a lot of noise. And then we'll know, he loaded it.
That's a fucking lie.
That is a lie.
That's a lie.
I've had cats.
And if it is true, if I'm just saying, that means that they do not take care of that box as they should.
Not regularly.
Because if the cat has to demand that it has to go poop, and it's not a clean space, that's a very big thing.
Yeah. It's like, Phil, you keep fucking outing yourself the more you talk. As I've said before, I do not like you. But I will tell you, Phil, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, literally, shut up. It would save your dignity. Whatever shred you have left.
And another thing, though, it's like, Phil, the best thing that he could do is to keep quiet. Because the more he talks, the more he overshares. The more he overshares, people have a subjective take on him.
The more he
Mostly,
starts just
But
outing
somebody-
himself.
Can they not report him for animal abuse for this?
They
Yeah.
can try. Yeah, they
Not
can.
really. That'd be
They
hard
can
to
try.
prove,
They
though.
they could, but the problem is though is that
Proving
YouTube
it.
will ask proof. They will be like, "Do you have proof that he's doing this? Do you have videos of him doing it?"
Yeah.
Actual physical proof. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Clean it up,
you
we gotta
need.
clean it. And in this case, he didn't do that. So we didn't know that he was bothered by the litter box. You know what I mean? Like, we regularly clean it.
So you're
Okay.
another thing that
That's
tells me
bullshit,
too.
yeah.
There's another thing that tells me they're not picking up on the smell of the litter box wherever it's located within that house.
I was just about to say that too.
Yeah.
Because
You guys are not
now-
smelling it.
Or it's gotten so bad, you know, the human body does adapt. If the smell is
Yeah,
there
you get nose
so long,
blind.
yeah, you don't even smell it anymore. So it could reek and they won't even know.
he probably is so used to it that it's nothing to him.
Yeah,
That's
he
another thing,
literally
too,
probably doesn't smell it at all.
Like here's a good example. Here's a good example. You're in your apartment, your house, and you go on a trip somewhere else, and you're not used to that smell, and then you're like, okay, I got used to the smell, but I gotta go back home. Once you come back home, the smell's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it is. But he's so used to it, over and over and over, that it gets to the point that he's accustomed to it.
He's nose
Yeah.
blind to it. Yeah.
Yeah. I had that issue when I was smoking actual cigarettes.
Yeah, I know that
Yeah.
feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that smell
Yeah, see, I
lingers.
don't
and it's like,
smoke, so I don't.
yeah, so you would get used to it. I would go outside for a few hours, come back, and it would just punch me right in the face. I'm like, oh, crap.
Yeah, there are times
Yeah.
I've done that too, like, because that's one thing that's hard to quit. But
Yeah.
going back to it, the smell would still be there, even if you stopped smoking. Like, if you quit
Mhm.
smoking cold turkey and you smoked it in the in a room somewhere,
Yeah.
that smell will still be there unless you air it out.
Yeah.
But we didn't
Yeah,
know that.
'cause
I
it
guess
took
maybe
me
he had a big load or something. I don't know.
2-3 years to try to stop.
It's clean now,
thinking
so
I
now
finally
it's-
can
Phil,
stop smoking.
stop talking about.
Please do.
Phil, this is why you always have clips. This is why people clip the fuck out of you. This is why people get a bad idea of who you are.
And this is the reason why detractors, doesn't even matter what you are doing, they come out of the woodwork.
Mhm.
Example would be Riley's Odyssey, a Nintendo streamer, YouTuber that makes videos based on Nintendo games, saw the shit that he said about Tears of the Kingdom and is now a detractor because of it.
Really?
Yes, because
Wow.
she was asking
Really?
around for like who to watch because she wanted to know more about Phil. So she slowly became a detractor. But is she a regular detractor like us, or is she like one of the normie ones like Craig?
A
I'm
normie
kinda
like
leaning
Craig.
towards-
Me.
I mean,
I'm leaning towards the other one.
and then on top of it, what for people that, which all of us in here has, if you sit and watch the side scrollers DSP interview, you are watching them in real time become detractors.
Yeah.
As that within that 5-hour span, you watch them become detractors.
They fell into the vortex.
Now, my issue with it though is the whole monetize the haters. I get it, it's the running gag, but it just sounds dirty to me.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it is dirty, but it sounds dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I could get that. Cause like not all of us care about like making money from DSP. We got outside jobs. If it happens, well, it happens.
Yeah,
That's not the
like
whole-
like
that's not
when
the whole point.
when Craig did that, yeah, I threw in like $2. I was like, you know what? Here, take $2. You're doing something funny with this. But after that, no more.
Yeah. I threw him $5 right after the interview. I was like, hey, I was wrong about you. And I left it at that. But yeah, exactly. Don't fall into the SOK trap. Exactly.
Yeah.
And Adam is done with DSP. He wants nothing to do with him. He doesn't even want him being mentioned. Like,
the thing is, Craig is mentioning it up.
Yeah, like, Craig is mentioning it, but Adam is done with it. Adam is like, fuck that guy. I'm done.
Yeah. Anytime Craig talks about DSP, it's only Craig.
Yeah.
Not Adam, not Blabs, not Travis, just him.
Yeah, because they don't want to deal with that, which I do not blame them.
Yeah, like, it's funny though, because Travis had a glimpse of what was going on, because Travis was in the background listening in, making sure everything was going good on the interview. He had to hear that. Blabs was kind of lucky on that part, because she didn't have to hear it.
No, but she still have the hat.
And you know she went back and watched that interview. She went back and watched it, I'm sure.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
And clips on him, too. And you can, the look on her face speaks volumes.
Yeah.
She said, what the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
Especially with the hat. That face that she made spoke volumes.
And Craig told him, like, dude, people don't see you as human. That should have been Phil's fucking clue right there.
His wake-up call.
Yeah, it's like, dude, people do not see you as human. And now you have normies that are finding clips about you all from your Zelda playthrough, and they're like, yo, who the fuck is this guy?
I've had people that come from Phil's stream. Ronnie Blaze is one of them.
Yeah.
Does he? But here's the thing: does Ronnie Blaze like contribute money wise?
I don't know.
He just like he probably is a member of his, but
I'm not sure.
What he said was absolutely correct. That anytime he's on stream, he's jaded. He's bored with anything he plays. He's trying to rush it through.
Yeah, because he doesn't enjoy the game.
He doesn't enjoy the games, and yet he will sit there on his soapbox, overshare everything, giving his quote-unquote intelligent thoughts with his intelligent brain, and just think that this is gospel. He's sitting and he's on the pulpit with his cult, telling people his opinion is truth, that you should listen to what I have to say. Anyone else that tries to tell you what I'm saying, but they have more points and they actually have evidence of it, don't listen to them. I'm the guy you need to listen to. If you want to buy a game on day one, don't do that. Watch me play it instead.
Yeah, and it's like, no. Some people like to play along with you.
Or in my case, if I'm excited about a game, I'm gonna fucking play the game. I still watch you play it.
But that's why I said play it with you. That's the whole play it with you, because I can watch someone play Bloodborne while I'm playing Bloodborne, because they're gonna make different choices than I make. They might pick a different weapon than I pick. They might do a different build than I do. They might go to another area before they go to another area before I do. Like, there's different things that are happening within that playthrough for both people. But Phil's like, but see, and this is where Phil talks out the both sides of his mouth, and I'm gonna use Diablo 4 as that example. So he sits there and says, don't buy the game at launch, watch me play it instead. But then he turns around when he's talking about Diablo, he's like, some of you guys are already playing it, so you can still watch me and help me without spoiling anything.
Yep, and the end, everything.
So it's like, which one is it, Phil? Don't buy the game at launch, or buy it at launch and play ahead of you so I can hold my hand.
He wants you to play it ahead of him so he can tell you exactly what to do and how to do it and what time to do it.
Yeah.
And the precise.
Yeah, and it's just like, play the game, learn the game. Like, people play games to learn them. Like, what was it, Val? I asked Val for help last night because I truly forgot where to go in Bloodborne. But as soon as he said the prison, it was like, jog memory. That's right, I gotta go there. I just gotta find it.
And if you don't like what Phil's doing, then it's time go.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not bad.
And they won't.
Here we go.
And also, like, I also had the same thing because I forgot which. I've been playing Persona 3 portable FPS again on my PS3. I forgot which way I needed to submit Jack Frost. I'm like, ah, shit, what the fuck I need? I use like a quick guide. I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, there's no issue of looking something up or a guide if you're lost or something. That's fine.
Yeah, but Phil wants to be the guy, and I don't mean the joking. It's the guy. He wants to be the guy that people come to watch his gameplay, to listen to what he has to say, to be the big cheese. And you were there at one point. Yeah, he wants to be relevant, but he's the type that's at the back of the line and wants to bogart his way to the front of the line, like, see me. And everyone's like, dude, no, stay your ass at the back of the line. You know, he was at the front of the line at one point in time, and he got shoved all the way to the back of the line because he didn't want to do anything with the times. He didn't want to evolve. Think of how much he shitted on people that were live streaming when live streaming was becoming a big deal.
And direct capture.
Yeah, and direct capture. Actually, that's the better one.
Because
people were doing.
I remember this too. Like, he would make excuses to why. Hold on, one second. He was making excuses to why he was doing it. Like, oh, I do it my way because I can hear my surround sound. Oh, people that do direct capture. Oh, what's the point of doing that when I'm like squinting at my monitor, hunched over, playing the game? It's like, Phil, there are multiple examples of people that do direct capture that don't do that.
Yeah.
And headphones. Don't forget about the headphones and your tiny little ears.
That too.
Surround sound.
That too.
Bloopers.
And it's like, no, your surround sound, that should be when you're playing by yourself or with friends and you're not streaming or recording. When you're recording...
Do you think I play with a tiny little monitor and headset? Like, I do have a headset.
I mean, dude, I play on a fucking 37-inch monitor.
I'm playing on a 50-inch TV.
Yeah, people do.
I'm capturing...
it's just... He says these things because instead of doing his own research, he'd rather just shit on it. And then when he turns around and he's found out he's wrong, he doubles and triples and quadrupled and sextuple down on it.
Yep.
I literally play on the room. My TV is 50 inch. I got a home theater set up there.
Dude, there's people that play off of projectors.
I play off a laptop. That's limited to what I can do.
Yeah, but I'm saying it doesn't matter what you play off of. It's Phil wants to say the absolute extreme.
No, yeah, I know. Like, my thing I'm trying to get to it, like, for example, when I'm room playing, when I stream, I don't put my home theater. I use my home theater when I'm not streaming.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You use your really good shit when you're not streaming.
Yeah. And here's the other thing too, is like, everyone's saying that he wants to be held in high regard. This is a man that wants to be taken seriously. But the problem with that, though, is that how can you be taken seriously when everybody views you as a joke?
He is a fucking joke.
That's the point.
Yeah, he puts his fingers in his ear constantly.
Yeah.
And he puts his fingers in his ears like, no, I'm not listening to y'all.
Zelda
and then,
jammies.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then,
I mean, there's nothing, and look at his background. I'm gonna say, look at his background.
Yeah, look at his background.
It's
Mega Man.
Confusing.
Very. And he calls this improvement in effort. It's like, no, Phil, this just shows how lazy you are and that you're trying to get special effects with it.
Exactly.
If you really want to put effort into it, fucking use that green screen that you bought and just ditch in the fucking room because I don't have a purpose for it. Put it behind you.
Yeah.
I mean, there I cannot judge because, like, I'm a VTuber, but, like, outside, like, of my VTuber model, the only thing I got in my room is anime posters. or family pics or stuff like that.
Well, like,
So they're
but the thing is, he doesn't even have to do that. I think Raven showed it. I think OBS is a built-in green screen.
yeah, it does.
Well, you have to have an RTX though, an RTX, but his thing's not powerful enough. But yeah, nope.
So it's like that is another option. But I want you to think he'd rather spend his money on champions, on gin, on eating DoorDash every day, than improve what he calls a job and a legacy.
He could just, buy food for every month, save money, shopping food every week.
Hey, Lux, how you doing, man? Good to see you.
Big ups, Lux.
His legacy
Big up.
belongs to us.
No, that's true, Lux. He doesn't. Phil doesn't want to improve. He wants everyone to do it for him. Think about it. PlayStation, gifted. Xbox, gifted. Neck phones, gifted.
TV, somewhat
gifted.
TV.
No, TV was gifted.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah.
no. Somewhat gifted because someone gave him the money.
No.
He has to make payments.
He was I say gifted because he was given the money for that TV straight up that night.
Okay.
No,
Yeah, he was.
He
was.
Don't forget. He fans sent him a TV for when he got the PS4 Pro.
That's what I'm saying.
And the PS4 Pro.
Well, and I know it was
Yeah.
I know it was gifted and
and
financed, but I
capture
want to point out
And the
with the
Switch.
TV. He had the money. He had all $800 and some odd dollars up front. Dents gifted it all to him. They tipped him it all. And he put it on a payment plan. So all that money, besides the initial $200, was pocketed.
And the Switch, because the Switch, the first one he had, he fucked that up.
Yeah, he bricked
He
it.
bricked it. He bricked
Yeah, he
it.
bricked it, and someone felt so sorry for him they gifted him a Switch.
Yeah. And the,
Yeah.
and the,
And
and the
let's
dude,
not also forget the
Go
fight
ahead.
stick, supposedly.
Yeah, the
That
Xbox
was
Fight
gifted.
Stick
Yep.
was gifted to him.
That was
Yep.
gifted to him. But what he wants people to give him a new PC.
The
VTech USA tried that before. Said, hey,
camera?
no, and the camera, yeah, camera was gifted. The lights were gifted. The gin was gifted. Everything that he has was gifted. Even the bubble guns were
Yeah.
gifted.
The reason nobody asked him, nobody called him out saying it was all donated, Lux, is because if he couldn't answer what the improvements were, there was no need to ask him where that money came from. It was no point, because you would have got the same thing where it's like, oh, well, I made these improvements. Like, oh, I eat on stream. That's an improvement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can go out here and watch any motherfucker eat on stream or on a video. I can literally type it in YouTube mukbangs and it will pull up hundreds of thousands of videos of people stuffing their goddamn gullets with food, water, bugs, brains, and whatever else they decide to eat. He is not fucking special about that.
No. There's a guy on.
and he
no, go
is. Double standards are ridiculous as well. Again, with food. He was bitching about what was his name? XQC
Yep.
sandwich.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the next day he does his feasting thing where he's stuffing his face on camera.
Yeah, and he's like, I do this for you. No, you
No.
don't, motherfucker.
No.
You're the one. He's like, we're gonna have all right, guys. We're gonna have a meal together. Motherfucker, you eating the meal, and I'm paying you to
Yeah.
eat this meal.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
and you're hearing him going,
Yo,
Good.
"This is such a
That
good
pisses me
sandwich.
off
I
so
wish
much.
y'all would try it."
Yeah, what wasn't there one that he said he ordered DoorDash for one of those things? He's like, oh, make sure that you tip because it has to pay for this.
yeah. And then he got
Yeah,
pissed
well,
off in that
was
one.
the other one.
He got pissed
Yeah.
at that one he did, and he didn't even make up the price of the food. He's like, guys, we didn't even make the price of the order.
That was Internet Historian. That was the one too. He went like, guys, we didn't make the money for this. Someone has to pay for this food somehow. And went like,
Exactly,
yes,
Lux.
that was it. That was
And you know,
yeah.
that pisses me off because he's like, to him, oh, well, this is an improvement. The tips total and all that stuff at the bottom is for those guys. It's for my fans. No, motherfucker, that's for you.
Mhm.
And
Oh,
you write it
also-
off as a business expense.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Aside from
And the
remember, sorry to interrupt you.
The funny thing is, all them DoorDash meals he eats on stream can be written off as a business expense.
Yes.
I just remembered. Thanos sent him the PS5 controller because he thought he fucked it up when Cold War came out.
But I'm not counting everything that was gifted to him. It's just the fact that he's been he has his chat so pigmatized that they would literally jump off of a building into a fucking flaming pit of spikes to please him, and he knows this.
He revels in it. He revels in it. He loves having this control.
And here's the funny thing about that too. When he's saying that it's drifting, he's moving the stick.
Yeah.
And then as soon as all of a sudden he removes the stick and he shows the camera, doesn't do it anymore.
Yeah, it's still.
Also that you can tighten up the controls to make them weaker or more on the triggers. He's like, they're too hard to press down. Like, yeah, at standard they're too hard to press down.
Adaptive button.
Or that fight stick. You hear how he abuses that thing. Then he complains, "Oh, it's broken."
Yeah.
You hear
I'm pretty sure all that DoorDash is written off.
Stick and pressing the buttons before the match even starts. That damages the thing.
And the reason I say that, Lux, the reason I say he writes off all that DoorDash is because he fucked up on side scrollers. It said he writes off his whole house.
Yep. And medical too.
Yeah.
He learned it committing tax fraud.
He
knows he can't.
He writes off personal shit as business expenses.
Yeah, he does.
Good? Okay.
Are we good? No, nobody should have known about the story about your cat trying to find himself a spot to relieve himself of his excrement.
No, because
no.
And then he's sitting there laughing. Phil, that's not funny. It's not funny.
Yeah, he's tax frauding like a motherfucker.
Yes, he is.
I
remember
one time. Sorry, interrupting, man. I remember one time.
Alright, let me see the next video. Let me see the next
video. My dog wasn't feeling well. He couldn't shit. He couldn't do anything. I took a day off work and I took him to the fucking bed. It was expensive. He had to get surgery.
Oh god, he rants about Twitch.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was the other day.
That was yesterday.
I covered that. Yeah.
Well.
Did you watch the one that he ranted about people clipping him for fucking Street Fighter 6 today?
No, I haven't watched him today. This stream is literally just me catching up.
No, that's it's Hogan or Memology has it.
Let me look up Memology.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is this stream is just me catching up because I haven't really watched in the last 2 days because work has literally been hell on wheels.
Yeah, here it is. I found it. It's GSP calls people who laugh at his rage idiots and morons.
I'm not surprised.
Oh,
yeah,
there's one piece of gaming news I want to talk about. All right, it's this simple. I'm gonna try to say it as plainly, as clearly.
I was gonna say pause, but you don't have to.
Oh, what's up?
So I'm gonna spoil it a little bit. He never said that this got reversed. That's it.
Okay.
So he's gonna
reverse.
Oh yeah, I was watching
about this. He never mentioned it got reversed.
Yeah, I was watching Legacy Killer HD, and he said that whatever they did got reversed.
To be misconstrued or
Their big streamers threatened to go.
Hustler for sure. He knows he can get away with it.
People should stop streaming on it.
Yeah.
It doesn't care.
But he never mentioned that it got reversed. So he's basically telling them, which is bad.
God damn it, Phil! I can never fucking hear you.
No. You know what's funny though? I love how it's like Twitch sucks, and I made the joke. It's like, oh, because they give you an apology. Oh, boo-hoo.
Gaming community, people need to leave.
All right, let me hear what he says.
It's this simple. I'm gonna try to say it as plainly, as clearly, as concisely, and as not to be misconstrued or misunderstood.
Stop moving your fucking hands and just tell me what the fuck it is you're trying to say.
He does that
as I possibly can. Twitch TV sucks. People should stop streaming on it.
Twitch TV sucks and people should stop streaming on it. Guess what, Phil? The same thing could be said about YouTube. The same thing could be said about Rumble. The same thing could be said about BitChute. The same thing could be said about Odyssey, Phil. These sites are here to generate money. That is their sole purpose. They are not here to cater to smaller streamers, smaller YouTubers. Hell, half the time, they're not even here for the larger ones. They are here because they make money off of the backs of its streamers and YouTuber video makers.
It doesn't care about the people who stream on it. It's a business run by a bunch of people who are out of touch. And
same as YouTube, because YouTube has made some pretty fucked up calls that they've had to quietly reverse.
It's bad for the gaming community. People need to leave.
Actually, Twitch has one of the best communities for its people. Yes, its management is shit. I will give you that, and so is YouTube's. Case in point, Phil, if you really want to go down this road, how about them copy strikes? How about Super Puppy using your name to strike other channels, and you claimed you've been telling YouTube's team to do something about these strikes, that you don't want these people struck, and you were just basically told to eat fucking dirt. We're not going to help you.
And not only that, but then proceed to say, oh no, that's just detractors striking each other down.
Yeah. Oh no, I know Liquid Carl. Twitch does suck. Twitch really does suck. But it's the thing that YouTube has Google backing it. So YouTube can go to Google and be like, yo, I need help with something. And Google's like, well, you know what? You're making us a shit ton of money. Sure. How can I help?
Same thing you did with Twitch with Amazon.
No, Amazon does not help Twitch. No, Amazon. Amazon's like, Amazon is like, make me my money, bitch. I don't care how you do it, and I'm not helping you.
I bought you for $4 billion. I want my $4 billion back.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Twitch is literally on its own. They're by themselves.
I didn't make that point in my video about Amazon because I was like, nah, that's probably not right. So I had to confirm with y'all because, yeah, Amazon bought up Twitch, and that's a part of it's like a merger deal.
Yeah, it was a merger. And I want to say it was an old Legacy Killer HD video that pointed it out. And I think Bellier News pointed it out as well. Yeah, I kind of watch different people.
No, it's always
I don't
good
know
to
why
watch
people.
Yeah, you know, you want to get different information. And, like, even though people don't like Angry Joe, I'll listen to some of his stories. Because he might have another piece of information that the other people I listen to don't.
Exactly.
People haven't figured this out yet. Because it seems every day people are, like, celebrating being on Twitch. And, oh, I did this. Every day I hear new news about how Twitch has gone downhill, how more things are worse, how they're constantly making choices that are anti-streamer, anti-gamer. I don't get why people are still on there unless they're greedy.
I got one for you, Phil. Hold on, I got one for you, Phil, right now. Right now. Let's use, even though Raven clarified it for me, but I'm still going to use it. Let's use the summer game event that just happened. Your channel lost a video temporarily because of one clip of a TV show coming out. Because of one TV show of Twisted Metal, your whole video was blocked. And YouTube told you to kick rocks like they told anyone else this happened to kick rocks. Despite it being said in their very own Twitter post that people could restream this safely. That they did not have to worry about copyright strikes or their videos being flagged. And the shit still got flagged and YouTube didn't do a goddamn thing about it. And they still haven't done a goddamn thing about it, Phil.
Yep. And now I'm going to go on to my point about this. How he's going to, oh, people are celebrating to be on Twitch. You want to know the reason why some people are happy to be on Twitch and the shit that they got? They busted their fucking ass to make that point. They busted their ass to become affiliates, and they busted their ass to become partners because they have a passion for what they love.
And some of them showed their ass to get there. So, you know.
True, fair point. But I'm gonna use this as an example. I'm gonna use this all of it. I use this a lot, and I don't care. I use it in my video. 8-Bit Drummer. He is a guy that does drumming covers, but also does gaming streams. He busted his ass to get where he was at on Twitch. Same with YouTube. He just hit 1 million subs.
Oh shit! Big ups to him.
And he fucking deserves it. Proton John has made a living making Let's Play videos on YouTube for a while, or something awful when he first started. But he moved on to Twitch because he liked streaming more, and he gave a fuck about his goddamn fans. And he still does to this day. He has been on streaming for 15 years.
Twitch. Hey, Philip, how you doing, man?
What's up, man? But he's been on there for 15 fucking years. And you know what they did? People that have worked with him, friends of his, made a video saying that they were glad to have met him, that they were his inspiration, and he teared up because he loved the support that everybody was giving him. When he was getting married, people gave him money, and he didn't ask for a fucking dime.
Most streamers don't ask for a fucking dime.
They don't. And he told them to stop, but they kept going because they love him as a creator, as a streamer. Something that you and anyone else that was involved with you will never achieve. You will still be sitting there at level 1, begging, suffering to make a single fucking buck that is actually fucking legitimate.
Yeah.
So if you want to say that, oh, all these people are greedy, go fuck yourself. Hard, with a rusty fucking knife.
No, man, go fuck yourself with a tree sideways.
That too. Because that is what he is. He is not a streamer. He is not a gamer. He's a panhandler.
Hey, Papa Lou, good to see you, man.
Here's the difference.
What's the difference, Raven?
Doesn't. He's been given an audience at the rip. These people have to earn their spot. They have to earn every single step. He is now losing his spot, and he's mad that, not that the streamers are not getting their sponsorships. Remember, this is rescinded. He didn't tell these people that this policy has been rescinded. He's basically ranting, going like, it's a bad platform because they got rid of me. And I asked, it's one of those questions, what if you wasn't banned or your partnership was rescinded? What would you say if you were on there then? Would you go like, this is bad because it benefits you?
You know what would have got him fucked? You know, slave trade. Slave trade would have got his ass booted off. That would have fucked him right there. In fact, that might have got him terminated off of Twitch.
Yeah. Pay the slave trade or whatever.
Yeah, that might have actually got his ass terminated fully.
It would have. And the sad thing is, he would just go and blame Twitch for not telling him why he was banned.
Yeah.
And even though people can provide him the evidence, and he would still refuse it.
Yep.
It's that simple. But now, even greedy
Phil,
people want to leave because
neck.
guess what? Twitch did all these policies.
Wait,
that's simple. Get why people are still on there unless they're greedy.
Because they're Phil, I rarely make anything off of Twitch. Like, for me to make anything off of Twitch, I have to bust my ass to get anything off of Twitch.
And you might not get anything.
Yeah, I don't. Like, even as an affiliate.
And if you did, you might get nothing.
Yeah, as an affiliate, there is a threshold I have to make. And if I don't stream for X amount of days, X amount of hours every month, I'm not meeting that threshold. And so therefore, I am not getting paid. And guess what? I am fine with that. And not everyone does this to be greedy, Phil. They do this because they love the community they're in. They love the games they play. And they want to show the world, or anyone that is willing to watch them play their favorite game, a brand new game, a game they don't even like, but they're trying to give it a chance. Because they want to provide just a little bit of entertainment to somebody, anybody. It doesn't matter who. That's what you say you want to do. Provide chill streams, and stream for your audience and be a chill place where we can come and relax and watch you play a game and have fun and exciting conversation, whatever the fuck that's supposed to mean. You sit there and project so much that people are only out for money, but you sit there on your streams every day. Guys, I need your support. A super sticker, super thanks, a tip, a simple like of the stream, and this and that. The best way to help me is by tips. The best way to help me today is by tips. Guys, you know I need tips. Guys, I need money to help me with my tax situation, so hint, hint. Guys, I need to pay for a meal for my wife and I, so I need tips. Guys, I need your tips so I can get groceries. Guys, I need tips because my shower broke. Guys, tips, something, XYZ.
Yeah.
You are the most greedy, money-driven person I have ever met in my life. And I have met some greedy motherfuckers.
Same.
But
And
you take the goddamn cake. You are the type of person, Mama Susan, forgive me, you would literally hoe out your mother and sell her into slavery for money. That's what the type of person I think you are.
No,
Because-
let's make it even worse. If he had a kid, he would sell that fucking kid to make a buck.
Yes, he would. He fucking would. Because for him, he is the type of person, live by the sword, die by the sword. He is, what is it? Money is the root of all evil.
It is.
But that statement is false. Money itself is not evil. It is a currency. If you just set money there, it does nothing on its own. It's the pursuit of money.
Yeah.
That is
what
evil.
it is, though.
How?
Money's not evil. It's what you do with it that makes
Yeah.
it evil. It's the
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
For me, Phil is the kind of person. I'm just going to use this as an example. If Phil was homeless and he's starving and he's freezing, he would scream at someone trying to give him food and clothes because he wants money.
Yeah. You know, but he's the. You can go on Twitch right now and look at all the streamers that have 1 to 2 people or none.
Here's the thing with that, though. With the money is the root of all evil, it kind of is. And here's why I'm going to disagree with it just a tiny bit. If you think about money and that you desperately need it, it creates greed. Greed is a root of evil. You will do whatever it takes to make money. Doesn't matter how good it may sound in your head or how evil it looks. He will do whatever it takes to make money. If that means scamming disabled people for money, if that means telling his mom that I don't want a fucking honeymoon, I want you to help pay my fucking taxes.
Yeah.
And what he did with that, when he shared that story, he fucked his chances of having a honeymoon with his wife that he just married, that he lied saying that I can't marry her right now, guys. I need to worry about money. And then made it the story that his parents were dying.
Yeah.
Or could be dying.
Could be dying. And that's why I said it's the pursuit of money. Because look at what he does for money.
He will do whatever it takes.
I have yet to see him. No, I take that back. Dragon Quest XI is the only game, well, and Yakuza Judgment, are the only 2 games I have ever seen Phil play, and he was truly happy regardless of the amount of money he received.
Especially during the shower breaking.
Yes.
Because he made up that money, and he made that money. Next day, begged for money.
Memory
Someone asked
holds.
him-
Yep.
Yep, and he was like, "Hey, what about that money that you got yesterday? If you ask me about that again, I'm gonna get rid of you."
Yeah, nobody's talking about a shower. What the fuck are you talking about? Nobody here is talking about a fucking shower. Phil, that's what you just said yesterday. You know, but he's to the point he can't even keep his lie straight, but I think it's... Phil pignatized himself. He's told the same lies for so long, he now believes in his lies. And he thinks that no one sees it. This is...
But we do.
Yeah. Like, if any one of us fuck up, somebody's going to be there to correct us.
Yes. Like, say, for example, if I do something, like, even Chill had this. He had a moment where he did something that was incredibly fucked up, and Duty called him out on it. It'll be the same for anyone here. If I did something that was fucked up, I want someone to tell me, hey, you fucked up.
Exactly.
Here's why that's not a good look for you.
I'm trying my best not to fuck up. It's
Well,
hard.
yeah, but I mean, this is sometimes it'll happen, and it's just because. And I hate to sound like Phil, but it's one of those times where we're human. We are going to fuck up. It's what we do after that fuck up.
I wouldn't say that's more like a Phil thing. I'm saying that's more of a normal thing to say. Phil uses it as a way to justify his fucked up mistakes.
Yeah, he uses it as a crutch.
Yes, exactly. He'll keep using it as a crutch. He'll use depression as a crutch. His post-nasal drip as a crutch. His gout as a crutch.
Yeah. You know, my aunt didn't tell me that she had gout. She didn't tell no one that she had gout. Now I'm getting gout. Phil, it's called the King's disease for a reason.
Yep.
Yes.
And this is
very low chances it can be hereditary. But it's brought on by yourself.
And this is why I keep making this point. He uses it as a way of convenience. If it conveniences him and makes him look like a victim, that's why he'll use up the medical like bullshit. His wife, his cat, his parents, his other family. He'll use that as a shield because he's too much of a pussy to go on like head on into confrontation. He wants to cower. He always does.
Yeah. It's like that meme with the kid riding the bike and he takes the stick and puts it in the front tire and flips over and wrecks.
It's Tevin's fault.
Yeah. Like, Phil is that person where he's always sticking the stick in front of his tire and fucking up his knee, and he blames everyone else for it. And it's like, dude, I just watched you stick the twig in there. You just stuck that in there and fucked yourself up.
Absolutely. It always is.
Yeah. Like, he sits there, oh, the tractors lied and got me banned off of Twitch. No, your actions got you banned off of Twitch. Or, kicked out of the partnership program, excuse me.
Same thing with Stream Elements. When someone called out what he did, immediately made a video using intimidation to get that guy to stop and go seek a asylum to get checked out. That clip alone got him banned from Stream Elements permanently.
Yeah. And the same with his hating of the Jews, they need to die thing from Left 4 Dead 1.
And Dead Space 2.
And Dead Space, yeah. As I said, you want to be racist offline. In your own home where nobody's recording you. You'd say whatever the fucked up thing you want, because between you and the four walls, nobody's going to hear it.
Nope.
But because you live your life online, you say it all online. And the world sees it. The world hears it. And you will be judged by it. People will look at it and analyze it and look at your mental state. They're going to look at your personality. And guess what, Phil? You admit it. You were an asshole back in the Street Fighter days. That you were a shitty person on the forums to people for no reason, no provocation. They never provoked you.
Yep.
But you were an ass to them. And then you're like, oh, well, I understand now that I'm on the receiving end of that. No, that's what got you kicked out of the Street Fighter community. That's why nobody in the FGC wanted to be around you. John was the only person. John was the only person that stuck his fucking head out for you. He put his neck on that chopping block for you. And you, long and behold, you were the one that was the goddamn Axeman. You beheaded your own friend who was trying to help you.
He always does it. And he did that same thing with Leanna, too.
Yeah, he did it to Leanna, he did it to John, he did it to Howard, he did it Respect to Pack, he's done it to Jasper, he's done it to Kat. Hell, he's even done it to himself. Hey, Pope Pisspot, how you doing, man? Good to see you.
He is his own worst enemy. And the sad thing is that he'll never accept it. He'll never seek out help for it, because what will help him?
Yeah, he did it to his mom.
What would help him is if he actually suck out therapy, because it's clear as day that he's projecting mental illness onto people when he has it himself.
He's projecting everything on other people, his jealousy, everything. When he sees a bad news story, he jumps on it and go like, aha, these people should die, or aha,
these people need to be fired.
And DSP versus the internet's a perfect example of that too. Aha, this person's popular, I don't get it, I should be popular.
Yeah, like he's always wanting somebody fired, deplatformed, homeless, working at a car wash, like
losing their
listen
family,
at
dying.
the extremes he wants to happen to people. And then he wonders why when people throw that same shade back at him, it's a problem. I didn't do anything. Phil, you were calling for 30 plus people to lose their jobs, to have to work at a car wash because you don't like how they handle business. And I can admit, there is plenty of companies I do not like the business practices of. Walmart being top of the fucking list for me. But I don't wish for any of them to lose their jobs. I don't wish for any of them to have to go to the car wash, to have to work. I don't wish for anything negative to happen to them. I would like for them to change their ways. Will it ever happen? Wish in one hand, shit in the other, see which one fills up first. But you want people to actually lose something. You want them to be in hardship. All because you don't like them. Because you are actually a negative person. What you put out in the world is what you receive. And you put out nothing but toxic negativity into this world. And negative toxicity is what's thrown right back into your personal world. You are so paranoid, you will not leave your house unless you absolutely, positively have to. There is a hermit, and then there's a paranoid hermit. You are a paranoid hermit that, oh, the detractors are going to get me. That they're out there waiting to do something to me and my family. Sorry, the definition of a family is a mother, a father, and a child. Not a fat man, a horse, and a cat. Hey Miles, how you doing, man? Yeah, he's disgusting. Alright, Lux. Take care, man. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah.
Yep. And also, he'll even put his own family, his mom and dad, into the mix. That don't even give a shit about what he does.
No, he doesn't. And he's gonna be one of the people. He's gonna be one of the people that he's gonna go through his whole life not seeing what he did wrong. Never. He's never gonna see what he did wrong. No. Because that's part of the pignosis. Yeah, narcissism and the pignosis.
But it's mostly narcissism. But you could also tell that this is almost obsessive compulsive disorder, where he has to make sure that everything is put in his place in the way that he leaves it.
Yeah, when he sits there and says game companies don't know how to release games, they don't make games for streamers. They make games for consumers.
And not even just for him, they make it for a lot of people.
That's why I said consumers. They just want people to buy their games. And when games do get staggered out, it's because they know they cannot beat a juggernaut title. So they rather push the game back or release it early so they can get the most they can out of that game on day one. Prime example, you're not going to release Dead Cells, excuse me. You're not going to release Dead Cells against Call of Duty. That's a fucking death sentence. You might as well just lob your own head off, fall on your own sword, and Minecraft yourself with the 12 gauge. You're not beating that type of juggernaut.
It also could be the same thing what's going to happen in October. Alan Wake 2 comes out 3 days before Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Out of those two, Spider-Man will be selling more.
Yeah.
And as you said, it's all made for consumers because each consumer has a different preference. Do they want this game or that game? It's up to the consumer. The power of choice, which Phil does not understand that at all. Everybody on this planet has the power of choice of what they want to buy, who they want to be with, who they want to put their dick in or be fucked by. It's all the power of choice. Free fucking will. But yet he doesn't know what free will is. He loves to make up the story, the analogies to what it is, when he has no fucking clue about anything and everything.
Like, look at Final Fantasy 16. We're gonna use that. That comes out this month, later this month.
Yep.
There is nothing that's coming out that's going to compete with it. So they picked a excellent window for them to release this game.
Yep, they picked it in June because there's no other big RPGs coming out in June.
Exactly. God of War Ragnarok. There was a game that was supposed to come out, and the game wound up getting pushed back because it was in the same timeline as God of War Ragnarok. And they knew God of War Ragnarok was going to completely overshadow their game. So, hey, we got to push it back. We got to do some bug fixes, polish it up some more. You're giving a bullshit reason to push a game back. And I say bullshit in its purest form, but is a smart business practice because you're trying to get more eyes, more hands on your product. Business major here cannot figure this out. This is something that high schoolers are figuring out.
They knew it more. Like even people that don't have business degrees, like you said, a child in high school knows more about this than he does. They know what economics is. They know how it works because they are taught this. And it's like I said, any information that Phil has retained, he loses it because he doesn't retain it for long.
Yeah. Let's see, let's say Starfield and Spider-Man release in the same day and Bethesda pushes Starfield for later. Me and my PC only dude will be screwed over because of a game I can't even play. Exactly.
Yep.
There's people that try to speed 18, 19 years old and make... Yeah, exactly. As I said, there are kids on YouTube doing Minecraft videos that are like 6 to 8 years old, making more money than this ass clown on the screen right here. And he doesn't get why. Like the whole video of the angry grandfather or angry dad or whatever busting up the TV and the PS4 or whatever.
Angry grandpa, yeah.
And he's like, why is this getting 4 million views? I don't get it. Because it's entertaining. People found this entertaining. Just as people find rage compilations entertaining. I love idiots play games when it's just clips of people fucking up in video games. And then I like the other offshoot channel, which is Gamers Are Awesome. And then the other offshoot, when a game becomes a cinematic movie. It is amazing what they're doing. What clips are sent to them from random people that play games. Gamersprout. Like, this is what you don't get, Phil. Not everyone does this for money. Twitch is a bad company. I will honestly agree with you on that. But so is YouTube. So are a lot of these other ones, because the shareholders want their money. The parent company wants money. They don't want some money. They want all the money. All the possible money. Don't know if y'all know this. Twitch was actually in the negative for, I think it was 10 years, 9 years, before it started turning over, making a profit.
Yep.
Yeah, it did become an OnlyFans, but it's the fact that Phil, he wants to spew this as gospel, and he does not put any ounce of research into this, and it shows every day when he opens his mouth about it. I put very little research into Twitch, and I know more about Twitch than he does.
It's that simple. But now, even greedy people want to leave, because guess what? Twitch did all these policy changes again. They had this policy change where they basically said, oh...
No, not they basically said. What Twitch said was they're going to take the revenue from sponsors and give a percentage to the streamer. That's what they said. Streamers were angry about that because technically sponsorships is cutting out Twitch. And Twitch got angry about it. Finally, they want a piece of the pie. The pizza pie. And then when they decided to do this change and publicly put it out, there was a backlash from the Twitch community. And the backlash was big enough that some of its hardest hitting people were like, yo, if you go through with this, I'm leaving. And a lot of the smaller creators were like, I am going to be leaving if this is a true policy. So Twitch went back to the drawing board and was like, people fucking hate it. We got to do something. Because that would have been a nail in the coffin of Twitch. So Twitch quickly came around and said, hey, we realized that that policy was fucked up. They didn't use that word, obviously, but they said they made a mistake. They realized that this is not a good policy for its users and its partners.
Because Twitch actually does listen. What Phil does not understand is that if there is a big uproar, they will listen. But Phil seems to think that they don't listen. They just put their fingers in their ears and go, la, 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 la. Our word is true.
Yeah, exactly, Philip Leak. Exactly.
Now you can't have sponsorships anymore, or if you have a
They never said you couldn't have sponsors. See, again, this is where Phil does not get the entire fucking story. They were taking the money. They were taking a nice chunk of money from your sponsorship and giving you what they felt you deserved from said sponsorship. That's what they said. That was the policy. So please stop talking about something that you're not even going to give the full story about. Let alone understand it.
Sponsorship, you can only have a tiny little plug on your setup. You can't have it be intrusive to your streaming because that's counterproductive to us and our advertisers that we're trying to make money on and all of this. And there was a big uproar in the community because of this. Basically, Twitch just made these changes. They didn't talk to the community about it. They didn't warn them they were coming.
Twitch now
they just
because the piggy said to.
Hell no, fuck this guy. How you doing, Aqua?
Decided to do big sweeping changes across
I've been
the
dead
board.
all day.
All right, and the entire streaming
pretty much
community
didn't go
bit
to
back
sleep
and said,
during
"No, what are you doing?"
24.
Like at one point, this was supposed to be the platform
that will
where
do it.
gamers mattered and where people could try to make a living doing what they have passion.
Okay, Phil, I want you to point me a website, any website that is for the gamers. Find me any website that is strictly for the gamers. Show me a website that is strictly for its users. I can guarantee you this, you will never find one.
Twitch used to be that. It really used to be. Yeah, it used to be for gamers because it was only gaming. If you put a webcam in there, it had to be, I think it had to be 10% of your screen space. 10% max.
Yeah, because they wanted the gaming.
For and instead you've changed it in
And
the
then
last
Amazon
few years
bought
into this
it
place where
and became
anyone
this.
just try, you know, it's make money by any means necessary. Make sure Twitch makes a big pretty penny on everything you're doing. You're taking more cuts from things like subscriptions.
They took
you're
it
taking
over,
more cuts from
and
sponsorships.
then Amazon
you're limiting what people can do on
and
stream.
said, "Ooh, titty streamers, yeah, we love them."
As I said a few moments ago, Phil, Amazon bought Twitch and told Twitch, you're going to make us money and we're not helping you and we're not giving you a red cent. You need to figure this out on your own. Buying you was all you're getting. So yeah, Twitch is going to make a lot of dumb, idiotic decisions They're either going to go through or be redacted or be pulled entirely, and PR is going to walk it back to save face. YouTube went through the same goddamn thing in its beginnings. Or when
they
it
didn't
got
realize how bad
big.
that was. By announcing that, they didn't realize how bad it was going to backfire on him.
Yeah, and a lot of times, you really won't know until you throw this shit out there, regardless of how retarded it sounds.
Yep.
Your moderation is completely unclear and untransparent, and you seem to do whatever you want in that regard. It's completely unfair and not equal treatment. And now you're going to try to take away the way that we've been making money with sponsorship.
There's no we in this, Phil. You were not making money with sponsorships.
And this is where I highly put in projection here. Because if you look at the people that he has as mods, they are toxic, just like him. That they do not want to make this equal, fair, or a safe place to be. I have to bring up that one person that said that, what was it? People that cut off their genitals, the trans people are freaks. And people got offended by that and started arguing with that member or with that mod. And Phil got mad. That's why he started saying, oh no more pride flags. Nope, it's all banned.
Yep. I mean, hell, I'll go a step further. Anonymous. His chat was making fun of him because he was gay and was making fun of him because he was raped by his own father. I think it was his father. It might have been his uncle or somebody. Either way, it was a family member. And Phil could have been like, hey guys, that's not funny to make fun of. He could have said anything. He said nothing. He just let that shit ride. It's like, this is your community. This is what you've built. And it's still here now.
Well, hell, what's the newest detractor meme when it comes to Derek? The mango ice cream, the mango thing.
Yeah,
mango has become a detractor meme. No, mango's the new one. It's even further than cherries.
No, I'm saying that cherry is one. It's still a Darish meme.
Yeah, the cherries are Darish.
And also now the mango ice cream.
I might be wrong. It might have been another person, but I know it was somebody. I just don't remember who. And honestly, I don't give two shits less to go figure out who it is. But I remember him talking about it. I just remember Anani talking about it. And that doesn't excuse Anani. Don't get that twisted. It doesn't excuse him talking to a minor.
Nope. No respect for that at all.
But I am using him as the example of what happened under Phil's watch, and he did nothing to help one of his members. People have asked him, and I'm talking legitimate fans, have asked him to do something about Darish. Kagome being the top one. Asking Phil repeatedly to please talk to Darish, to say something to him about his spamming and the comments he makes on the stream.
A longtime fan with Kagome. This isn't just some
this
random dent.
Yeah, it's not a run-of-the-mill
been around
person.
Forever.
And he does nothing. I don't have his email, so I can't talk to him, Kagome. If he swings by tonight, I'll talk to him. Darish is there every fucking day, and you never say a word to him. It is to the point, yes, Kagome is still a loyal fan, but Kagome dips out the moment Darish shows up.
I think one time Kagome actually said, "Oh, Derek's here. I'll see you later, DSP."
Yeah. Darish is allowed to spam in his chat when other people have been banned for that. This is the community he has built. And then he hates it. He hates his own community. I think it was Moist Critical that said it. DSP hates his fan base.
Yeah, he was talking about the iDubbbz thing, and he threw it in Phil as someone who hates their own.
Yeah.
He threw him in because it was the perfect example.
Yeah. Phil hates his fan base. He belches, he snorts, hell, fuck it, he farts, and every goddamn thing else. And he's like, "Oh, well, excuse me, that's totally disgusting. I'm sorry." Then mute your fucking mic, or else you're not sorry.
Pretty much.
like, I'm sure you guys have heard it. I will be mid-sentence and all of a sudden I just go dead. That's why I had a burp or something. So I mute myself so it's not heard, and then I'll continue on with my thought.
Once or twice, okay, it happens. It sneaks up on you. You didn't expect it. But
Yeah.
for Phil, it's so constant.
I mean, he leans into the mic and does it.
Because he knows that pisses off detractors, and at this point, it's become a thing where if he makes money, we become so desensitized to it that it doesn't affect us like he thinks it does.
Yeah, it's like, okay, you made your money, whatever.
Yeah, and all we do is
Hey,
take a look
Ramen.
at who's top tip. Oh, top tip is... Oh, it's Jinx. Okay, whatever.
Oh, it's OIC again. All right, whatever.
Oh no, ladies and gentlemen, $1,000 from Jax Raxor.
Okay, Jax, good job. Good job, Dent.
And he tried like doing the whole the Dollar Tree soundboard that ended up messing up on him, and then he just slams it down.
He's only
like
fans for dents and detractors, and doesn't like either group. He needs both. Exactly. And yes, in the grand scheme of things,
he wishes every Dent was like 1 minute live wife. Because now we know Planet Jeff's wife is alive.
I can't believe she's alive.
Yeah,
wow.
But now he wishes every Dent was 1 minute live wife. Just give him one big payment that he can divvy up over the month.
Yeah, that's all he wants. Phil just wants the money. Phil has had people, and I say people in air quotes, come in, drop off money, and leave. Hey Phil, I can't stay long. Here's $20. I'll see you later. That does not happen to other streamers. People do not just walk in, give him money, and dip out. Yep, he lied about her being alive. Yeah, he lied about her being dead. Yeah, she's alive. I can't believe it either. Exactly. Nobody should be upset about money. Like, it used to bother me in the beginning, and then it's just like, meh. I know his fan base. He's already has them under his thumb. They are cult members now.
Well,
You're
and
out of your mind.
eventually they will run out of money. It's not a question of if they will, it's when will they.
Yeah, it's just when.
We've seen how many people come and go out of Phil's chats because, well, they run out of money. They flatly tell Phil, yo, I'm really hurting. I can't be around.
Yeah. But they keep doing it. They'll come back and do it again next month. And it's like, guys, if you're already struggling, don't fucking come back.
Why do you think Swaggins?
Or you're going to become a dinosaur.
You don't give
guess
shit
what?
to Phil
There's
anymore.
tons of competition. There's Kick.
Hell, fucking
I don't think
Snow Carl hasn't given anything in a minute now.
Yeah.
I don't think Swaggins is around anymore.
No, Swaggins is still there.
He mods on occasion, but for the most part, he might just sit there and lurk.
No, nobody's
and literally just lurk.
Relation has already hurt OIC this year.
Yeah.
Not really. OIC has given over $1,000 to Phil already.
There's YouTube. There's all these other formats that people can go to.
Okay, Phil, hold on a minute, Phil. Let me ask you a question then, Phil. I have 221 subs, big ups. I've been doing this for a little over a year now, according to YouTube, by looking at my first video when I started doing this on you. I only have 221 subs, Phil. On Twitch, I have 181 subs. But I have monetization over there. I have the potential to make a little bit of pocket change. Enough for a gallon of gas, a tank of gas on Twitch. Where over here, I make literally nothing. And we're doing this by your terms, Phil, where everybody's doing this for money. So, how am I going to make money over here, Phil? Please explain to me, a small-time YouTuber, or a wannabe YouTuber, explain to me how I am to break the threshold to try to make something off of this. Explain it to me. Please, explain it to me. Like, tell me why I would give up what I have over on one platform to come to another, and I'm going to make it work. Please explain.
To stream on. You're not the only fish in the sea anymore.
0.35
and you're acting like you are when you're not. It's time to change or
Yeah, Planet Jeff's wife is alive. I think it was found out last month.
By Shiro.
Yep.
Shiro, yeah. Was Shiro or Shira?
Shiro.
Shiro.
Okay. As in Japanese for white.
Okay.
Basically, go out of business. So collectively,
and
a lot.
Before anyone questions Shiro's credibility, the guy's job is to dox people for credit card companies and such. This is his job, is to find out information that people try to keep hidden. And
Crazy.
he normally takes 3 more verification steps before he says any information. So Shiro is a very credible source.
Mm.
A lot of streamers even said, like Mr. Beast even came out and says, I think I might start streaming on Kick just in protest of these horrible things that Twitch is doing. Good. That's exactly what should happen. Everyone should start leaving Twitch. Because if
So you're saying is you want where people have built up a community, uproot, transfer somewhere else, and pray their community follows. Pray that their sponsors will follow them to the new platform and continue like business like usual.
He's done it twice, so why shouldn't everyone do that?
Yeah.
In fact, he's done it more than twice, because he went from YouTube to Twitch. He left Twitch because they said, Phil, turn down your bitrate, you're crashing the server, according to him. So, okay, back to YouTube. Okay, I'm going back to Twitch to be a full-time live streamer. Twitch got rid of me.
And let's not forget Blip TV.
Yeah. So he is constantly leaving platforms and telling his audience, come with me to the new platform.
Yeah.
So for him, it is nothing. You just keep asking that.
Yeah.
Where everything is just seriously just getting worse. They're not improving anything over there. Again, I'm going to say it again. You ready? Just listen to this. The new consoles, which are aiming for 1080p 60 frames per second on every game that you play on them, have been out for almost 3 years. Okay? In the 3 years the new consoles have been out, Twitch has not updated the capacity by which you can stream.
And also, not every game that comes out on the new consoles is 1080p 4K.
And I can call bullshit, because I remember, what was it, 4 or 5 years ago, when they first announced it. Hey guys, you can start streaming in 1440. You can. This doesn't mean you should, but you can. This is an upgrade from when they said no. Best you can do is 1080, and you're probably not going to get 60 out of it.
Yeah.
What I find funny is that his system is so outdated. For him complaining about the bitrate system, it's like trying to push 90 horsepower in a 20 horsepower engine with him.
Yeah,
that's why.
And here's the funny thing.
Some people do lower and it comes out looking great.
And the funny thing is, he keeps on talking about this 1080p, 60 frames, 4K and all that. His system's not even pushing that out.
Yeah.
So it's funny hearing him bitch about something that he's not even putting out himself.
Well, because he gets to brag about how amazing his TV is, how great I see things. It doesn't matter what you guys see; it's what I see.
And he thinks that's transferring over to his YouTube page. It is not.
They still
I think
say you
his
have to stream
capture
it
card is so old that he may not be able to capture in that or see in that.
It's not. Yeah,
it's both.
The capture card is available to do it because Ann does that. If he can, he has pushed out 1440. He says it's a struggle, especially with Ann's net, but his capture card can do it, and Ann has exactly the same card that Phil has.
Yeah.
But here's the I have a 2060. You have a 3060, right? Or something
I
equivalent. You have the next
have
one
a
up.
2080 T Super.
Oh, you have a 2080. Okay, so
Yeah,
you have the
I have
same.
a 3080.
You have a 3080. See, those cards
Buttery
have
smooth.
those things have an NVENC in there, and with YouTube they have a new NVENC that is 2.265 HLG, and you can now do full resolution sweeps. His card does not have his computer or his card does not have full resolution sweeps or HDR. So his is going to only do SDR in 1080p.
Yeah, again, he's not pushing out the very thing he's claiming.
6,500 kilobits per second. Guess what? That's not good enough for 1080p 60 frame.
How do you know that, Phil? Please cite your technical know-how.
Yes,
how
please,
you know this.
Please, wise guru, instill into me thy knowledge of 1080p 60 frames and bitrate.
Because according to him,
so the site
pushing
that's
out
supposed to be
12K should be getting him 4K, no question. Yet his streams are looking worse than ever.
And not only that, he's thinking, oh, I can, since this can go this high, I can push out giant number. No. If your computer system cannot handle the load, then your stream is not going to have that load. Like, I'm set for 1080. I've thought about dropping it just to see what happens. Yeah. It's not going to kill my quality.
Primary way to stream gameplay doesn't have enough capacity for you to stream good gameplay. And they don't care. They've done absolutely nothing to improve.
Because guess what, Phil?
Also,
server space is a thing. Servers are not infinite.
Also, they want things to be as most compatible as possible. So when they say 6500, they know that, okay, people are going to stream at 1080p or whatever, and they know that it will look fine at that bit rate. He thinks, well, if I stream at 1300, also at 1300, you're telling your audience how high to jump to.
Yeah, like it's one of the it's baffling. It's baffling because he sits there and he says this stuff like he knows it all, and it's like, Phil, you don't even rewatch your streams to see the quality of your own stream. I actually will go back and watch my videos just to see the quality. Does it look good? Is it pixelated? Which, depending on what you do, certain things will always be pixelated. There's nothing you can do about it.
It could be the game he's playing. He doesn't know because he doesn't look at the playback.
Hell, Final Fantasy. Some things I do pixelated as fuck.
Improve the site in the last 2 to 3 years. Instead, it's all about how to make money over.
No, they do improve the site, Phil. You dumbass. Not every change is going to be upfront in visuals. It could be something in the system, the code, anything.
Could just be a streamlining thing that, hey, instead of this little thing that's always caused a hiccup when you hit start stream, yeah, we fixed that thing. So now when you hit it, it's more reactive.
Exactly, Tenchi. Yeah. It just fucking kills me because he says all this stuff and it's like, dude, you have got to be the dumbest person I've seen.
Over here, make money over here, make things worse for the streamer, make things worse here.
Like those
you hear horror stories every fucking day.
They're not.
Actually, you don't hear horror stories every day about Twitch. I mean, there's plenty of them you do hear, but it's not every day.
About how people are mistreated, they have no recourse against the mistreatment. It's like messed up, the things you're hearing. Why are people still there? People need to stop.
Yeah, just name me one person. One. And I'll make it easy for you. I'll make it easy for you, Phil. I'll give you one for free. The Doctor. Dr. Disrespect. There, I gave you one for free.
Oh, well, we can't use Doc because we don't like Doc.
Yeah. Oh, I got another one, Phil, even though he did it to himself. LTG. And they keep letting him come back.
Yep. That's the thing, though.
Hold on. Let me give you another one, Phil. Amaranth. I mean, she keeps slipping on a titty, a pussy, and everything else. They keep letting her come back. I mean, fuck. Asmongold. Nothing happened to him.
Who else?
Pokemon
Bad Bunny.
got banned.
Bad Bunny.
Got banned.
She flatly goes out and begs her subs to just come and give her $5.
Hell, she fucking stalks their fucking Facebooks.
Yep. Where's my money, bitch? Basically.
Alinity is another one, but at the same
Yeah,
time,
Alinity's in the same boat.
But here's the thing with Alinity, though. She did a lot of fucked up things that was against terms of service, but they still let her back on.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
Phil
here's the thing,
himself.
But the
Phil
doc,
himself. Give me your bits. You know they're equal to. Phil, don't talk. And his chat would warn him all the time. Phil, shut up about the bits. Phil,
Yeah.
shut up about the bits. It's toss.
you know, and I'm gonna say this. I have a theory on why the doc was kicked out, and I think it's because of Ninja. And I'm not throwing shade at either one. I am not throwing shade at either one. They knew Ninja would bring more people than Dr. Disrespect. But because they already had a big contract, which I think was $20 million with Dr. Disrespect, and Ninja coming back, somebody had to get axed that was big. And the Doctor was the guy to get the axe. I'm not saying that's true. I'm not saying that's gospel. That's just my viewpoint on that.
And they had the controversial reason to do it.
To do it, yeah. And then they turn around and settled out of court.
This stupid mentality that just because everyone else does it, I need to do it too. Well, everyone else streams on Twitch, so I gotta go over there. No, you don't. It's time to start thinking for yourself. Stop being a fucking cog in a giant machine. Stop following all the other sheep and do things for yourself.
Why do I think they keep letting LTG come back? Because Twitch, honestly, depending on who banned him, they just don't give enough fucks.
And also, this is the same guy that
Hey,
reads
Kumi.
reviews.
Yes, this was recent. This was a day ago.
Well, and this coming from the guy who's saying, "Hey, don't follow the trends. Don't follow other people. Think for yourself."
Don't
Phil,
buy
what's
day
your-
one. Don't buy day one releases. It said, "Watch me buy Street Fighter 6, Diablo 4, Final Fantasy 16 on day one. Let me be the guy to tell you about them."
And, and by the way,
not
give me
just
the
that.
money.
Not just that, but hey, React content is so fucking boring and stupid. It's
lazy.
just exploitative, and it's really dumb. You'll never catch me doing React content. Oh God, my views are terrible. I better follow other people and do React content now.
No, but here's the thing with that though. He said that it was lazy and there's no effort for a quick buck. Then he starts doing it, and then he starts going back because someone brought up a point about, oh, didn't you say that it was lazy? And yeah, he said that. But then he switches it up, says, oh, no. When I do it, it's better.
It's better and meaningful.
I give my thoughts on it. Unlike these people that are screaming about Goku. It's like, Phil, those React channels that you're shitting on,
They're more authentic in their reactions because they're not curating it.
Exactly. Exactly, Kumi. Exactly.
A good example, and may he rest in peace, Enika.
Yeah.
When Mewtwo was coming to Smash Brothers, that legendary clip of him screaming out Mewtwo, that was a genuine reaction to something that he wanted in Smash Brothers.
I got another one for you too. The guy that did the infamous Battlefield 3 jump out the jet, kill the guy, get back in his jet, and then they turn out and incorporated that in their trailer for the new Battlefield that's out now, and I forget the guy's name that did it, but he damn near fell out his fucking chair. That they used the very thing he did in their trailer for that game.
Well, and it became a meme, but the guy who was fucking crying about the Rise of Skywalker trailer.
No,
genuine fucking reaction.
I think it was the Last
It's
Jedi
a fucking
or
meme.
something
It's
like that.
meme worthy, but genuine reaction.
No, it was Force Awakens. That's what it was. It was Force Awakens.
Yeah, whichever the second
Either way,
one.
either
Yeah.
way, it was the newer.
It was the new trilogy.
Yeah, and this guy just is sitting there crying about it. Genuine reaction. It's a fucking meme, but the guy was that moved because of new Star Wars.
Yeah,
he was passionate about something he was reacting to, because most of these people out there, they want to give a genuine reaction. Hell, I'll give you another Smash Brothers example. Sora, when they brought him into Smash.
Oh yeah.
People were happy, sad, pissed off, but they were genuine fucking reactions.
Hell, I don't even play Smash like that, and I was pissed off they put Sora in the game.
I was indifferent. I was like, Sora's in Smash.
I don't like Kingdom Hearts.
Where's fucking Dante?
I have.
Where was fucking Dante? That's all
I have a
to
huge
say.
distaste for that.
I love the
series.
meme with that. It's like Dante looking at that and going, "What the hell is this?"
Yes.
Yeah.
So, understand that actually building a community on Twitch is not worth your time anymore. I know, because I've been there.
Stop raising your fucking hand because you abandoned the community you had on Twitch.
You're not Donald Trump. You can't make the hand motion.
You abandoned your community on Twitch. You abandoned your community you had on YouTube for years. You have zero, and I mean zero, room to talk about a community when your community is nothing more than a means to a goddamn end. Anyone in my community or the detractor community that I'm a part of, we can go in each other's discords and have conversation. We can come on streams and talk with each other. We even can have a show where we just get together and talk. That is a community. We can play games with each other. We can do all these wonderful things. Your community can't do that. You don't allow it in your community. Your community is just to serve one purpose. Well, actually two. Give you money and hold your hand. That is it.
Three. Give him likes.
Oh yeah, give him likes, yeah.
Give him likes so that way he can blow bubbles for his children.
Or we can sum it up as engagement.
Yeah, and essentially he's trying to boost up his algorithm, but he already fucked himself out of that.
Yeah, he fucked that a long time ago, and then fucked it again when he had to delete like a year's worth of videos.
Yep.
I was on
and
Twitch
he
for
didn't have to delete them. He could have just muted out the fucking songs.
He could have privated them and see if they could actually get that thing fixed, but he was stupid enough because they still would have. The strikes would have still been on there, but they got taken off. Oof, pardon me.
Yeah, but Phil is always quick to go for the nuclear option.
4 years, 4.5 years, right? I went there in a full-time capacity in 2017. I did nothing but support that business, support that place. They kicked me out of the partner program.
No,
and
you
absolutely
exploited them.
Yes,
no,
you did.
Phil, you did not support them.
The first time when you got kicked, when you left because of the bit rate that you so lovingly use as an excuse, you shat on Twitch. When you got
everything
back to
about what you currently do. Oh, you gotta subscribe, get your custom emotes.
The very thing you bitched about and said it's worthless.
Yep, and let's also say this too. The second time when he left, there are a lot of things that was against the terms of service.
Yep, went into full detail how the bits go.
Yep, that was one, the bits. The second one, the 24-hour clause, where when you stream on Twitch, that video has to stay on Twitch for 24 hours before you could send it to anywhere else.
Yep, and that's where he kept fucking up at. They have the 24-hour exclusivity, and he just uploaded his shit immediately. Like, eventually, they would have got him for that. Eventually.
But the other thing got him.
Yep. And the thing is he can go back. He can go back and get back into the partnership program.
Yep.
They didn't ban him. They just kicked him off.
Refused to tell me what I did.
No, they did. I think Vega already went over it. Hateful slurs.
Hateful slurs. Yes, that is why he got kicked off. But he explains in the video about this, and I actually said this as well, why they wouldn't do it. Because they didn't tell me what I said. It's like, if they did tell you what you said, you could use that as an exploit to sue them for them writing that down in a nasty email. When what they could do is tell you, okay,
I think he is still an affiliate.
On this stream, he was kicked out.
He can reapply for affiliate. And
so he'd have to wait the week now and have 8-hour stream time.
Yep.
Yeah. So
he does it in 2 days.
Yeah, literally 2 days he'd have it. Only thing he'd still have to wait would be the 7 days, and that's it.
Yeah, but with this though, the one thing that really, I wouldn't say brings my pistol to a boil, but he wants to be like, oh, they didn't even tell me what I did, and then he flip flops, like contradicts himself 2 to 3 seconds later.
Yeah.
Yeah, just let's keep it going. Keep that video going for a bit, and I'll prove my.
Why am I out of the partner program? Well, we did an investigation. You violated our rules. How? Oh, we think that you used harmful speech. Like what?
Oh, no. He caught himself. He fucking caught himself.
Yep, he knew what he was going to say.
What I did. Why am I out of the partner program? Well, we did an investigation. You violated our rules. How? Oh, we think that you used harmful.
Hurtful.
Yeah, you knew it was hateful slurs. Hateful. Right there. One more time for the people at home.
Absolutely.
Actually, I didn't catch that.
Let's do it, though. Let's do it in slow speed. I want you to hear
Yeah, do
that.
that.
I want you to fucking hear it.
Refuse to tell me what I did. Why am I out of the partner program? Well, we did an investigation. You violated our rules. How? Oh, we think that you used
Right there.
Harmful.
You caught yourself, even though you already said hateful slurs when you were first kicked out. So why are we trying to change the narrative now? Oh, right, because you already know it's true.
Rules. How? Oh, we think that you used harmful.
So hate already came out of his mouth, then harmful. No, hateful. You know what it was. Stop. Stop being a little bitch and just say, hey man, they said I used hateful slurs.
You can then
like
go
what?
into your little
Explain,
defense.
because I don't.
What were you saying, Aqua?
Then he can go into his little defense of saying, well, what hateful slur did I say? In which they don't have to tell him until he tries to sue.
And
once he tries to sue, then in discovery, here's our evidence. Here's our hateful slur evidence.
Yep.
I don't know what you're talking about. No one says I use harmful speech besides haters who are idiots.
And guess what? Hold on, Phil. Hold on. Anytime you say you call people mouth drooling basement dwellers, that is that is harmful speech. That is hateful speech, Phil.
Calling people that are in the cesspool of YouTube bundles of sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is harmful and hateful speech, Phil.
Also, what was it? What was that one that he played, The Last Stop, where he sees someone of color, he's like, "Oh my God, black person!"
Yeah, it's a black. Yeah, look how it's a black woman. That is technically hateful.
It is
because you were associating black people with theft and violence.
Or it's someone to be feared. Look out! There's a black woman coming. Why are you afraid, Phil? Why are you associating a black person with fear?
Well, he already said she's gonna take you both out and take your black pack and run away. That's why I said it's inciting. You're saying that they're all black people are violent and thieves. That's what I got out of that, Phil.
And also calling people, you already said mentally ill, but you're also assuming that people have a mental illness, and that's also discriminatory.
And then, like he said,
or derogatory,
or like he said on YouTube, I hope your kid just stares at a wall for the rest of their life. At least if I say, you know, just fucking have a heart attack and save us all the trouble. Yeah, I fucking said it. I'm not gonna hide it. Yeah, I fucking said it. You go back to the stream and see it.
Idiots and actually take things out of context, but outside of that, no one says that.
No, Phil. There is no taking something out of context. See, this is what you fail to see. Taking something out of context, it would be if I said, yes, I hate them, and then somebody else says, Ice Yamamoto says he hates insert name here, and then plays the clip of saying, yes, I hate them.
Or
there is no context to that, and they have me saying something I hate that I never said. You, on the other hand, people have clipped you in what you're talking about because people are going to look at what you said in that moment, not the whole lead up to it. If you sat there and said, and I quote, "I hate the Jews, they need to die," or "I am the last surviving Nazi, and this is what happens when you give Jews money in space," there is no context needed for that.
With also, "Hello, Jew," and while proceeding to blow away the necromorph.
Exactly. Fire up the ovens. Right, Phil?
Yeah. And
turn the ovens on.
So, yeah. I guess I need context for that? I'm supposed to need context for hearing you talk about how you're killing Jews as a Nazi in space. I don't think I need much context there.
Yeah, even like Philip Leak is like, even with context, it still sounds like terrible. It is. Because even without the context, he wants to make all this thing. He's like, "Oh, there's your sound clip for the day." It's like, Phil, you're saying that because Rich takes what you say and he clips it and makes it into a soundboard.
Or hey, hell, let's go. Let's fast forward. Let's go to something more recent. Let's go fast forward. All right, boys, prepare the slave trade. We're gonna sell this straight off for profits.
Yeah, why would you say that, Phil?
Yeah, and that's
you don't understand. That's what the character was. The sheriff is corrupt, Snurt.
Yeah,
he always does that. Oh, that's how he is. He's corrupt, Snurt.
And then Adam's like, "Okay, so you make that race up."
You said it. You said the race. You said her color. I didn't even look at that when I said the joke. It's not.
That's not the point, Phil. You still said it.
You said it. It doesn't make it any better. As I said before, if this guy has killed people, it should have been, "Hey, take her daughter in the car. I don't want to see her father let her see her father getting shot." That would have made more sense since he has already killed people. He's showing compassion for the daughter, but the father's about to eat a fucking lead sandwich.
Yeah, but does he do it? Nah.
No.
No. Instead, and what's even worse, when he said that, he was wearing that cowboy hat.
Yeah.
You know,
exactly. It's not racist making light of sex slavery. Yeah, it's not better. Exactly.
And the worst thing about it, that hat that he wears is a part of his delusion of grandeur with the King of Hate. You know, the moniker that he tried to leave behind. Here's another thing about that moniker, Phil. The internet will always remember the shit that you've said and the shit that you deemed yourself as. But people are going to say, "Oh, they took what I said about the King of Hate out of context." Like, no. There's no context needed for it. Because every time you hate something, it doesn't make you stronger. It cracks the mask that you're wearing, pretending to be this chill, positive, meaningful guy that makes content, when everybody could see right through it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know Papa Lou, but I mean, we can still use that same game. Yeah, well, how come I'm the only one you talk to? Well, I don't trust those white people. I mean, okay, hey, you're making fun of white people on that one. Sure, go for it.
I'm an equal opportunist.
Yeah, if you make me laugh, fuck it, whatever.
Oh hey, you forgot another thing too.
Lay it on me.
Top 10 racist jokes.
That's right.
Voted by fans.
And that was from DSP's own channel. But he said there, detractors only clip me out of context. No, the context makes it no better. No better.
Not at all.
If you're going to play something, commit to the play. Commit all the way. When I play certain games, I commit to being a mercenary. That is the shtick. Is it dumb? Yes. Is it funny? I don't know. It is to me. Maybe not everyone else.
Who's watching.
Yeah, as I said, I don't know. But Phil, he says things, let's say make things. He says things that make zero sense, doesn't fit the situation at hand.
Nope.
Yeah, oh yeah, Phil's been deleting videos, Papalu. Phil has been getting rid of videos. Because he knows they hurt him.
No one would attend my streams if I was constantly screaming racist, dumb shit.
No, because the majority of the time, that's what people liked about you from your past. They like the supposedly, but actually, he's full of dents. Yes, they do. I mean, we had the one in here that was fucking stalking Viking who loved Phil's racism.
Oh yeah, and says a lot of things about Dwight, and then Dwight said the one word. But but in Dwight's defense, though, he can actually say it though, and he was proving a point.
Yeah, he was proving a point. I mean, I made the joke and said, "Well, this stream's getting deleted," and people are like, "Oh, you can edit it out." No, I'm leaving it there for full fucking context. You know, if YouTube decides to take it down, fuck it. But I'm leaving it up.
You're out of your mind. I'm one of the least people like that on the planet. I'm trying to put out fun, entertaining streams for an audience that everyone is welcome and included. So
no, okay, then why is the pride flag? Why do people get banned for spamming the pride flag?
Yeah, why is it that
I'm going to say that straight up.
Yeah.
Or what you came on the next day and said, "Oh, I don't care if you're gay, straight, trans, whatever, but this is not a place for that." So then you're not welcoming.
Also, another thing, when talking about Pride Month, he refused to say the word gay because he's afraid that if he says it, people could take it down for context. No, if you say the word gay and you're not being derogatory about it, that's fine. But if you're saying something gay in a derogatory sense, then yes, that is not okay.
Hey, Thry, how you doing? Welcome to the stream.
What's up, Thry?
Yeah. Like, hell, and the thing is, I could be like, you'd be like, hey, Ice, how you feeling? I'm feeling gay.
Yeah, you're happy.
Yeah, it means I'm happy. Or, hey, I have a gay friend and we did some shit today.
It's also funny that I'm reminded of Crocodile Dundee. It's like, are you gay? It's like, yeah, I'm pretty happy.
Ah, okay. Well, I know who you are now. Welcome. But it just kills me because he tries to backtrack and retcon everything.
Oh god, I'm not going to say what Zenkai said, but I'm just going to say he's a proud ally, Ice, but I'm not going to say the second part of it.
Just look at how many times he said. God damn it. God damn it, Zenkai. Oh, shit.
What is the hate speech? Oh, we're not legally required to tell you anything.
Because they're not. They're not legally obligated to tell you anything. Twitch could literally give me the fucking boot right now, and they do not have to tell me why. Because, you know why, Phil? It's not a job.
Until you seek legal actions, they don't have to tell you shit. Because when you go to a courtroom, then they'll say, "Okay, Discovery, here's our evidence."
You gotta subpoena them for it.
Yep, and then they would have to give out everything.
And guess what,
and
Phil?
they'd be more than happy at that point.
But here's the funny thing, too. Guess what? Like you, like me, like Paz, like Ann, like anyone else, we decided to sign our name on the motherfucking dotted line.
But the difference is that we all read the fine print.
Exactly.
You didn't.
That's how I knew you couldn't dual stream. It says it that you cannot do it. People do it anyway because if you're small enough, they honestly don't care.
But if you're big like Ninja,
then
yes, they do care.
They're gonna have a problem with that. And guess what? It would take the bigger people doing that to them start widespread enforcing it and fucking everybody.
Foreskin.
Yeah.
Well, guess what?
Sorry.
Then I'm not required to use your fucking business, you unprofessional shitbags.
Very true. You're not obligated.
That is true. Yes, that's very true, Phil. But guess what? If you want to keep slamming doors and burning bridges, be my guest. In fact, I'll tip my hat to you. Go right ahead.
That's what you are. Unprofessional shitbags. You only care about yourselves and how much money you fucking make. So fuck you. I'm not going back there ever again.
That's their prerogative.
If there ever is a time I need to go back to Twitch, all right? It's going to be very short term until I find another place to go. Like,
Okay,
Which
whoa. So you just contradicted yourself in the same fucking snort. The same gouty snort. You contradicted yourself. You just said I am not obligated to use your fucking site, you shitbag. In fact, let's go back. Let's go back, Phil.
You're out of your mind. I'm one of the least people like that on the planet. I'm trying to put out fun, entertaining streams for an audience that everyone is welcome and included. So what is the hate speech? Oh, we're not legally required to tell you anything.
They're not.
Because they're
Well,
not.
guess what? Then I'm not required to use your fucking business, you unprofessional shitbags.
Okay, so you're now solidifying you were not using their site.
Because that's what you are.
Wait a minute. I'm not
Unprofessional
welcome to chat in
shitbags.
this
You
chat.
only care about yourselves and how much money you fucking make. So
Okay.
fuck you.
Okay.
I'm not going back there ever again.
Okay, I'm not going back there ever again. He just said it at 5:18.
If there ever is a time I need to go back to Twitch.
Fucking literally 2 seconds later.
But here's the thing, though. Remember the copyright strikes?
Yeah.
He said if he got a third one, he would have to go back to Twitch.
Yeah, but I'm pointing out, he just said at 5 minutes and 18 seconds that he will never fucking go back to his site, and at 5:19 and 5:20, he said if I have to go back, it's for a short time. So in the same goddamn gouty snort of his, he contradicted himself. One more time.
Fuck you. I'm not going back there ever again. If there ever is a time I need to go back to Twitch.
But you just said you're never going back there.
But what changed then?
Yeah.
What changed? What made you go, I'm not going back to Twitch, but I would have to if I had no other choice. And that's what would happen, Phil. You would go back, head hung low, tail between your legs, begging for their mercy.
So.
And you're not going to get a mother's mercy.
No. So.
You're going to get
flogged. One more time.
I'm not going back there ever again. If there ever is a time I need to go back to Twitch. All right? It's going to be very short term.
And nobody in his chat called him out. Like, you just literally said you're never going back. And then you contradict yourself and say if you ever have to go back, it's only for a short time. You just said you're never going back there, and you just said fuck you.
You know what's funny? Daddy Dowsby was like, Twitch loves me in my streams.
Yeah.
Which he also said while
yes.
he was streaming at Twitch.
Yep, and he said the same thing on YouTube. YouTube loves me in my streams.
And then all of a sudden, YouTube's not good enough. Goes back to Twitch. Twitch loves me, guys. Oh my god, I'm so loved and accepted here. And then
I know it's common. It's just the fact that this is why we do what we do.
Until I find another place to go. Like, quite frankly, if I could avoid ever going back to Twitch, I would. I don't see the point in going back to a place that's that unprofessional. And it's...
Guess what, Phil? All sites are in it for the money. All of them.
Yes.
Every last one of them.
Even YouTube, the site that you are on, does it for money.
And they
just
want
like Twitch.
all of it. They don't want some of it. They want all of it.
Even for fact,
yep, ban. Exactly. Gone forever.
His react stuff, he can't make money off of it because he uses copyrighted material, aka YouTube going, sorry, money. Sorry,
Yep.
this is money.
Oh no, I wouldn't hire Phil. No. If he talks shit about me online, and I'm talking if I'm a business, not individual. Individual, he can say whatever the fuck he wants about me. I don't give a shit. But a business, if I'm a business and I'm hiring people and I see, no, I wouldn't hire him. I'd be like, the position's filled. I'd fucking lie to him straight to his goddamn face.
I would ask
Hey,
him
Dreamlink.
I would actually ask him like the big quality questions, like, what would you do to help our business? Like, what qualities do you have that can help this business? And he won't give me a single straight answer without lying, because I could tell, because we've observed him so fucking much, his body language would give him away. His eyes would give him away.
Well,
And
not
he
only that, he's going to talk about 100 different things that have nothing to do with the question, and then finally come back to the question, hoping you forgot about it.
No. I'm reminded of the bankruptcy where he's like, could you repeat that, please?
Yeah.
WWE champions?
Could you
Oh,
repeat that,
WWE
please?
Network. Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah, because he knew he was going to be sunk right there. Oh, I'm doing all right, Dreamlink. How about yourself? His degree, yeah, he has a degree. Can't even fucking use it.
Like I said, it's only gotten worse in the over 2 years since I've left. It's just, you hear horror story after horror story after fucking horror story.
Like Name what? One.
The
like
only,
what?
No, if you want to talk about horror stories, there's only one horror story that always comes out. Only one. It's not even a horror story at this point. It's just, oh, it's another one of those stories. It's just the unfair treatment of smaller creators versus bigger creators. That's it. That's it.
YouTube has it too.
Yeah, YouTube has it. Honestly, YouTube has it worse than Twitch.
Exactly. Because
it's like
if you make a video and it's not even breaking terms of service, they could still flag it and take it down because you're not making the money. You're no longer needed. But if you're making money, then yeah, you'll have some leniency. But if you don't make enough money for them, you're out. But if you're like Logan Paul, I will bring this guy up, going to the Suicide Forest and filming a dead body and making jokes and laughing.
Yeah.
Why was he not removed?
To him?
How did
he was no, nothing. He was punished for a
He got
moment.
a slap on the wrist.
That's what I'm saying. He got punished in quotes, but he just went back to doing the same shit. And now he's doing a shitty podcast. Now he's a wrestler, which some of his, like, I'll give him that though. He was a better wrestler than a YouTuber, but that's not saying much.
Tenchi, I used to, back when I was on second shift, I would stream till like 6, 7 in the morning. This is a rare occurrence tonight, right here.
Oh no, Tenchi, he was already on Hoodlum hours.
Yeah.
Got out at the right time. I really did.
No. They kicked you out of the partnership program and you decided to run with your tail between your legs back to YouTube. And then what was funny is when the striking thing happened to him on YouTube this past month, people found out he had activity on his Twitch. He wasn't streaming, but he was writing shit in. He was getting ready to hightail it back to the unprofessional Twitch if the shit fell through at YouTube.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I have a place here on YouTube right now where I feel better about myself, about the content.
For now.
Hold on. I mean, stick out.
Yeah, I can put out. I don't have to walk on eggshells about every little thing I say on my stream that someone could misconstrue it into something it's not.
No, honestly, Phil, I'll be honest with you, Phil. You should have been banned for the slave trade joke. You should have been.
Colonel, I sense a lot of bullshit.
Yeah.
And then try to get me banned and shit like that. You know what I mean? It's not like that over here. That's a good thing.
Unbanned.
Now there are other platforms as well. I've heard some good things about this kid and other things.
Send me a tip right now to get unbanned.
Yeah. Or the big one, the real big one, easy money. Show me the money or easily get banned.
Yep. Another one too, which is if you want to be unbanned, give me $50.
Yep.
And then they didn't do it. And people warned him that this was breaking against terms of service. Leviathan told him this, and he banned him. Right then.
Oh God, here's Icy. Yeah.
Hey, Icy, we miss you.
Maybe I know one day I would consider, looking into that. Right now, I like where I am on YouTube. I do. I like having a home where all the content is kind of focused in one place.
That's a lie.
Rather than having to go here to stream and here to see the on-demand. That's what I did for 4.5 years.
Except that's what he does.
Quite frankly, that's really what led to the decline of my YouTube.
He does that now.
Here's the problem with it, though. Back then when he did it with Twitch, he used his YouTube channel as a VOD. A way for him to say, hey, this is what happened on my streams, guys. But he cut up into parts, which was not very good because the parts didn't really make sense. But the other thing, though, is that when he streams, you could tell the look on his face, he's not having fun. There's no passion in his eyes. There's no enthusiasm to play Final Fantasy V, to play Street Fighter 6, play Diablo 4. There is
I want to point out something too. He has all his eggs in one basket right here on YouTube. He wants to pride himself on his 80,000 videos. If his shit gets deleted, all 80,000 gone.
Yep. Also, by the way, he's drinking cherry seltzer water.
I noticed.
You need to yep, chew that water.
Yep,
fucker.
chew it, you fucking animal.
I was going to say the other word, but
So,
I'm not going to.
Go ahead and say it. I don't give a fuck.
No, I'm not going. No, I censor myself with fucker.
You know, that being said, I'm
Good
not
podcast.
shocked to
Yeah, that's a very good podcast.
I need to be on it.
hear
I might get on it one day.
that
We all
Twitch
need
is getting
to.
worse and worse. Now, the funny part is Twitch makes these changes. Everyone rallies against them. Only because everyone rallies against them, including big content creators, then they change. Oh, we decided to go back on it. Sorry about that.
Because
public
it's experimentation. They're putting in these changes to see how it would work. They're experimenting with this, Phil, and they did not get the results that they wanted. People got mad. They complained about it, and they went back to the drawing board with it.
Yep, as I said earlier, went back to drawing board, and then PR comes out and says, "Hey guys, we're sorry. We re-looked it over. It's not a good deal for you guys or us."
Yeah, and they say the best words. We listen to your concerns. YouTube doesn't really do that.
YouTube, if they do a fucked up policy, it's just a fucked up policy, and if they do go back on it, they just go 9 times out of 10 they just go back and nothing's ever said.
Yeah, they
Doesn't
don't
uploaded on his old videos. Exactly.
Yeah, they don't issue anything. They
I
don't
know,
issue
Icy. Ugh.
and a shower with your dad simulator.
Yes. Oh god, it's piling up.
Apology, basically saying sorry.
Oh, no.
We're off base. The wording is bad and it's too broad. It's like, then why did you do it?
I haven't
here's the thing,
forgotten.
You can apologize
I
as much as you
haven't
want,
forgotten. I got it
but
installed.
Who made the decision at your company? Now, this is really what should actually happen.
PR.
All the people who are
PR. Public relations. That is their job. Whether it's agreed with or not, they're going to agree. They're going to do public relations. They're going to do their speech on behalf of the company, whether people buy it or not. As you aptly put it last week, about all the companies fucking apologizing for games coming out unfinished, half-baked, and all that. And you're like, why the fuck do they do that? That is PR. That is the job of the PR department.
Also, Phil, I'm going to put this in your terms. That's business. That's how business works. If there's a product that's out there, Jedi Survivor, EA put out an apology saying that, yeah, we heard your concern. Gollum, they were disappointed that it did not perform as well as it should have, and they were immediately sorry. Like, they were sorry that they put out a bad product. But in Phil's case, they should be fired. They should be dissolved. They shouldn't have a job anymore.
Yeah.
You want to know? Here's a good example of that happening. Forspoken, the developers that made that game, they now work for Square Enix now. They dissolved and now they're merged with Square Enix because that game did not sell well. It did not perform as well as they thought it would.
Yeah, because they were too busy trying to have it run on fucking Final Fantasy 15's engine. That engine had enough problems on its own. They should have known that wasn't going to work.
I just killed a game studio with my mind.
The only thing that engine was good for was particle effects.
Yep.
Amazing particle effects. But making an actual game on it? Nah, never worked.
Hell, it didn't even work for fucking 15.
It did for the most part. It did, but not entirely.
It was functional. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
Against these changes, okay? They should basically say, who's in charge? And why are they running Twitch? Because obviously the management is bad. If you've got inconsistent moderation,
you there, Phil. The CEO at that point, the CEO doesn't really have a say in it. It is their other departments that are finding out these changes. The only way that the CEO, management as you call them, has a say in it is if he gives the final approval to go ahead and make these changes.
Not only that, you know what the CEO is there for? He's just a fucking fall guy.
He's just there. He's like he's like a president.
He's there to be the mouthpiece, and or eventually the person who says, "Yeah, this happened under my watch. I will hold those responsible accountable." Because look at Kotick. Look at Kotick. He's the CEO of ActiBliz. Is he gonna really take any punishment?
Fuck
Fuck no.
He's waiting for that damn payday so he can walk out the door singing, "I'm singing with the money."
Yeah.
He's singing Kumbaya in that Bill Cosby room.
Exactly. Look, with the rowboat with no water because he's just a fucking clown.
And all of a sudden, you just see someone else is in the boat with him, and all of a sudden you hear, bang.
Exactly.
It's that scene from Godfather 2.
No. See, it'd be him. He'll be in the boat, and you just hear, "The royal penis is clean, Your Highness." And you just, "Thank you." He's just gonna keep going.
That everyone agrees with is wrong. It doesn't make sense how people get moderated on that site. Some people get treated differently than others, and it's not fair.
And that happens on YouTube.
That happens everywhere, Phil. That happens to everyone. My job.
Phil, you know how long you were protected?
You and them damn bubbles,
because of your moderator Hassan. You were protected for so long on Twitch.
Same thing with Machinima.
Yep.
He had people that went into videos and deleted videos on his behalf.
Oh, I guess I should say, guys and gals, if you have 7TV, there's lots of emotes for you to play with. I added 700 and some emotes, and I'll probably look again tomorrow.
But here's the other thing too: the job that I work at, there are people that were in my position longer than I have. You want to know what's funny? They could fuck up as much as they want. They don't get in trouble. But if I fuck up one little time, my ass is on the line.
Yeah.
They do not care. It happens everywhere. Doesn't matter if it's a job at McDonald's, Walmart, Target, as he likes to call it.
Yeah, Target.
Twitch, YouTube, even Twitter. Every single fucking place has that. Well, they'll treat a certain group of people better than the others.
And it'll happen all the time, everywhere. It's not going to change.
Fuck, even Phil's community has that, where certain people are held to a high regard in his eyes, and everyone else, nah.
Yeah. It's just funny how he likes to omit a lot of this. He knows it's there.
He's fair across the board, and therefore, you don't even know how to act on that site because people are constantly changing the rules. And one person has to, again, walk on eggshells while another person can get away with everything. How is that fair? Right?
Sounds like
Phil. You're talking about rules. Okay, so how is it that people can talk about the vestry? Can they post pride flags? Can they post cherries, mangoes? Fuck no. Nope, you're banned. But meanwhile, Jared can talk about MILFs Take Miami Part 3.
Exactly.
No
that motherfucker was cooming and typed in the wrong goddamn chat, and you said nothing about it.
I still have the theory that he typed in the Phil fact for the can girl. And he
that'd be hilarious.
They're taking more money from things like
is a different case though, because he shit talks Phil on Wings' chat. I've actually seen it firsthand.
Damn.
Sponsorships, partnerships, they're making it more intrusive, more restricted.
Yes.
Did you know? This is absolutely true. This happened overnight. Twitch added in a clause. Listen to this, because a lot of people didn't catch this. Into their terms of service. This is not in their partner agreement. They added in a clause into their terms of service that says if you stream on Twitch, you can no longer co-broadcast anywhere else.
They already had that.
That's been implemented for years.
That was already there.
Also, Phil, do you not know what a clause is?
No, he doesn't. Remember, he's a business. He has a business degree but never used it.
Okay, here it is. Clause 1. A unit of grammatical organization next to below the sentence in rank and in traditional grammar said to consist of a subject and predicate, whatever. And then the other one, a particular and separate article, stipulation, treaty, bill, contract. Bill. This is the fuck?
I think that's G-Million. Yeah, I'll just say G's at work.
Oh, I forgot to mute my.
It's okay.
I was gonna say something. All of a sudden, he's like, "The fuck?"
I was like, is somebody getting a blowy Joey out there?
No, I think he's taking a hit, rip off the bomb.
No, a couple dump trucks drove by. That's what it was.
I thought you were hitting the bog.
Someone growling.
Yeah. No. What he is describing is not a clause.
No, it's not.
Policy. This is policy within Twitch that you cannot broadcast on Twitch and YouTube simultaneously, which is why some people don't like that. Why Ninja doesn't like that. Ninja called it out, and he doesn't even bring it up.
Yeah, and which is funny because remember, I was just talking about that. In fact, I think I said it in your stream. Well, in your premiere. Yesterday morning now.
Close enough. Yeah, but yeah, you mentioned that.
Yeah.
And I even said that. I even wanted to say that he thinks, because I was going to write in text, like, he seems to think that if you broadcast on Twitch and then you don't stream on Twitch and go to YouTube, that immediately you get your channel terminated on Twitch, which is not the case.
No, if I am streaming on Twitch, I'm not supposed to be streaming on YouTube. But if I end my stream on Twitch, I can immediately start streaming on YouTube. Because I am not streaming on Twitch, Phil.
Mm-hmm.
Again, he's like, oh, they put that in overnight. No, that has been there for years. That is nothing new. And funny how you don't mention the 24-hour exclusivity of all streamed content for 24 hours.
And that is a clause.
Yeah.
Because that's in the contract.
Yep.
That is in the dotted line. That is in the fine print, which he did not read.
Yes, that would cover clips as well. Anything that is on Twitch, you have to wait 24 hours. Whether, let's just say I'm playing the Gundam game I like playing, and I do an awesome 2 mobile suit kill simultaneously, which I think I've done before, but just using it as an example, and somebody clips it because it was just fucking amazing. That clip would still have to wait 24 hours before I can move it over to YouTube or Odyssey or wherever.
Or Twitter.
Yeah, or Twitter, because that is in their contract.
And you can upload. You could upload it to YouTube. Just make it unlisted.
Yeah, unlist it until I'm ready to publish it.
Or scheduled.
Yeah, schedule it one day later.
And
But
see,
Phil
that
does
would have
not
got
get it.
Phil. That could have gotten Phil in trouble. See, they got him on hateful slurs. They could have got him on that, and that would have been the better argument to sink him on. Because he was transferring those videos that night. They weren't even an hour fucking cold.
And look at that face when he does that. I even said right at that face, that is a punchable face.
It is a punchable face.
Phil has always had.
He does this.
punchable
Did you know
face.
that?
Yeah, I did know that, Phil. I did know that. You know how I know that? Because I read my fucking contract. That's how I know it. And it's in there.
But he does that a lot where he goes, "Did you know that? It's true. You understand? Do you understand? Okay. Snort. All right." That being said.
And he says this like people are fucking idiots, that they're retarded. And it's like, Phil, you're the only dumbass in the room that didn't know that. Everyone else did.
Probably in his own chat. Probably were say, yeah, we knew this, Phil.
Probably.
Right?
We've known this for the longest time, Phil.
That's there.
People have told him shit. And he's like, oh, is that really the policy? I didn't know. Maybe you should read the shit on the site you're a part of.
Or
True.
another
It's in the
thing
terms.
and the other thing that he does, and he just said it's in the terms of service. It's like, yeah, you just said it's in the terms of service. It's been there since you got on there, Philip.
Yeah. Like they didn't just slide it in, a sleight of hand overnight, Phil. It's been there.
They didn't just do it like 2 days ago where it's like, okay, hang on. Okay, it's done. We're gonna put simulcast.
Exactly.
It's like that's. Wait, isn't terms of service just for users? It's for anybody that uses Twitch.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're a big content creator on Twitch or a small one. It's for everybody. Well, here's the thing though with that Dallas. He calls himself a streamer. He says he's a content creator that makes meaningful content and provides a chill, positive stream, which we all know is bullshit. Because he wants to go on and on and on about how he's a content creator. He also said that he was never a Let's Player, but then later on calls himself a Let's Player.
Yeah.
Which he's not. Because Let's Players that I know, like Chugga Conroy, he's not passing out recording shit.
Most Let's Players I know, like a lot of them, you have the commentary-less Let's Plays where it's just the game.
Guides.
Yeah,
and Chugga has one thing up on Phil. Chugga only does Nintendo stuff. He doesn't do anything but Nintendo.
There are some games that he did that wasn't Nintendo. Konami, or not Konami, Okami.
Oh, okay, yeah. But for the most part, he does Nintendo stuff.
Yes.
You know, the thing Phil says, no, Nintendo's terrible. Why would anyone focus on Nintendo?
You want to know why that Phil doesn't have that? Because Nintendo knows who Chugga Conroy is.
Yeah.
And this is, by the way, Dallas, this was Nintendo of America that actually noticed him because they saw his content, loved what he did, and they gave him full permission to do Nintendo games. Hell, he even said that they gave him a Wii U with a little feature for the tablet that he can record the Wii U gamepad.
Yep.
He has it. He is one of the few people that is under their partnership that has it. Yeah, the ambassador program. Same thing with another guy that he's friends with.
Nintendo Capri Sun.
He doesn't really get Nintendo games. No, I was thinking Steven.
Oh, yes.
He gets games from Nintendo all the time because he's an ambassador as well. That's the reason why he has it, because he's a friend of Chugga or Emil.
So he was able to get in, which I see nothing wrong with that.
Because they're good friends. Because Chugga can put in a good word for him. That's why. What was that the moron's name that abused by making videos using Zelda mods? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know if you mean like Peter Butter Gamer or whatever.
The service. They added it, and no one knew because no one was paying attention.
No,
everyone was paying attention to this other thing about sponsorship.
No, people did know about that, Phil. That's why it's still there. Because people were like, oh, okay, whatever.
Chips. No one noticed they slipped that in. So now they're saying stream on Twitch or don't stream at all here at all. You can't stream other places. If you do, we ban you.
No, that is incorrect. If I was streaming Mobile Suit Gundam Battle Operations 2 on Twitch, and I streamed it for 8 hours, and I finish, I can shut that stream down and immediately fire it up on YouTube and continue streaming. Because guess what? I am no longer streaming on Twitch. That's what that means.
Yeah. They actually think they're that important.
Yeah.
They're not. There's tons of competition. And if people would just say, okay, we see now. We're actually taking a look at this and we're realizing this is bad for gaming. It's a bad place to be. It's a toxic environment with a bunch of really scumbag ways to make money. It completely destroys the hard work and effort of those trying to make legitimate content. It's
toxic
essentially mistreatment because people get treated differently across the board, and that's not fair. Everyone should be treated fairly and equally, and they're not.
So Twitch didn't kick out people
say that that's
for
prejudice. I believe it is. I believe they have
flags.
prejudice moderation actions over there. Absolutely, I believe that. They've got management
Phil,
that is not in line with the
prejudice.
community at large. They're looking at big picture money, and they're never really looking at what's best for business, what's best for gaming. Why the hell?
Guess what, Phil? Even if I disagree with their policies, they still have to put out a policy just to get a reaction from its user base to see how they take to it. Some people may like it, some people may not. Everybody may hate it, everybody may love it. It's part of the game. And that's what this is a game. It's a game to make money. Just as it is for you on YouTube, where all you do is beg. I mean, even though you've been begging since you ever started this shit. But you have no room to talk about people wanting money when all you do is want money. You beg people for money every day. You demand a king's ransom every single day just for you existing on this fucking rock of a planet we live on called Earth.
How would they have a website that's supposed to be gaming streamers that hasn't updated their capacity in 3 years, and you can't even stream at the current quality of game consoles?
Phil, Twitch is no longer for gamers now. People can go and stream music, chat with the audience. It's no longer a gaming site. It's a streaming site.
Yeah, it is. It went from gaming to every. You can do art on Twitch. You can write on Twitch. You could do watch-alongs on Twitch.
Yeah. Did you know that?
Did you know that, Phil? Did you?
Hold on.
It's true.
Hold on. Would you like to know more?
Because they don't care. Because this is what they care about. They're all idiots. Why would you want to work for that company? Why would you want to stream on that website?
I don't know, Phil. Why would you want to work for YouTube?
Is not in line
take you down in an
with
instant
who you are
they wanted.
and the content you're putting out. They don't care about you. Leave. I have to urge every single person. I mean this. I don't care if you're the biggest streamer or the tiniest person. If you are a $1 million business or if you're someone just getting started as a hobby, don't stream on Twitch. I mean it. It's the worst place to be right now. But they need
again, Phil. I'm going to use
This
myself.
sounds like
I'm going to
such
use
sour
myself.
grapes.
I'm going to use myself as an example. I have. Let me go to my Twitch. Oh, I gotta actually go to my thing. Whoops. All right, let me go to my. Let me actually go to my thing.
Nice boopa.
Thank you. All right, where is it? Stream Manager. I have 181 followers on Twitch, Phil. Tell me, are the 15 Gundam fans that watch me just to play Gundam, are they going to follow me over to YouTube? Is that going to correlate to YouTube? Is that going to help me get monetization on YouTube? I mean, talk to me, Phil. You're throwing out a lot of shit. I need answers. Because guess what? Starting off on YouTube is not easy. Even starting off on Twitch is not easy. You have less discoverability on Twitch than YouTube.
Starting out anywhere is hard.
It's hard, yeah. But YouTube is easier to get discovered if you're putting out videos, not streaming. Once you put out enough videos and get a decent sized following, then yes, you can stream and it's fine. But
I'll use myself as an example too. I'll wait till you're done.
Yeah, go ahead. That's pretty much it.
Like, here's the thing with that though. I started YouTube in 2010. You want to know how long it? You want to know how long it took me to get to the subscriber count that I got?
Huh?
It took me until February. No, not even February. March to April to where my channel got organic growth.
Yeah.
Finally. And whenever that hit, when I got 1,000 subs, I was speechless. Because I didn't expect that to ever happen.
Yeah.
And that number still grows. And I still am grateful for everyone that subscribes to my channel. I want to do something, and I want to do something to give back to those people. But here's the problem with that, though, Phil. You are one of these people that will never do anything like that. When you finally hit 200,000 subs, it took you many fucking years to get that number.
Oh, Papa Lou wants to know your channel name.
Hold on. Give me a second. I think, can't you click my name and it'll... Oh,
yeah,
no,
you should be able. Yeah, you should be able to click your name and go straight to your channel. You should.
Yeah, you could. It does it to me too, because I click my name and says go to channel.
Okay.
But still, my old videos are not that good. I'm not gonna deny it. There are some videos that I have that I don't even... I got many views on it. One of the videos I did 10 years ago has 5 digits. And I don't know how.
It just... Again, Phil got where he's at because somebody big upped him on the worst game I ever played. Somebody used his footage for Homefront: The Revolution. It was the second game, so I don't remember the title of the second game. Either way,
I think it was Homefront Revolution.
But either way, he got big ups. And someone used his footage, and it drew a crowd to him, and that's all it took. Now, mind you, this is for gameplay. This isn't like detractors. Detractors are not expecting to hit like 20, 30,000 fucking followers. There's not 20 or 30,000 fucking detractors on Phil.
That's the other thing Phil really needs to understand is detractors are not this big giant force that he thinks they are.
Yeah. But, as I said before, for someone that has over 200 plus thousand subs, he can't silence someone that, like me with 221 subs. That says a lot about him. And I'm using me as the example because I'm the one here streaming. But he can't silence Raven, he can't silence Aviga, he can't silence Ann, he can't silence Peace, he can't silence Pisspot, he can't silence Past Remote, he can't silence Blooper,
Dark Dave's Mirror.
Yeah, Dark Dave's Mirror.
Hell, he can't
Phil,
silence
Phil.
the average people on Twitter.
Yeah.
The place he thinks the place he thinks he's king.
Yeah.
Hell, he can't even silence the people he tried taking down the past. You know what they ended up doing when he exposed his fucking takedown history? All these people that stopped making detractor content on Phil came out and said, "We knew it was you, fucker, and this was the evidence."
Yeah, he could.
Yeah,
he could.
He drug Mighty D out of retirement. Mighty D was done.
Really?
Yeah, because when Superhound went after him, he said it. What the fuck? You went after a over 2-year-long retired detractor. Good job, Dent. And now Mighty D has come back out of nowhere. Same with Vault Boy.
Yeah, because Vault Boy was pretty much like done at a point.
Yeah.
You know who Loophole is, right?
I know they were part of the SOK. That's it.
He was one of the main people behind the SOK, but he made a This Is How You Don't Play of the Order 1886. But he's also the guy that when Phil did the Hate Live,
the Destiny 2. He was the Destiny 2 guy.
But also he made when he did Hate Live. This part's funny. He actually said, "So when are you going to put your daughter to bed?" And he held up the call.
Damn.
And he's like, I knew it was him. He's like, no, you didn't, Phil.
Like, you're a fucking liar.
Roasted.
This is Phil all the time.
Need to do? They need to fire the management. All those people who were just in charge and decided to make these new policy changes
This is him
about the
bitter
sponsorships.
about his previous jobs.
You do realize it's not all the management that makes these policy changes. Icy would know the technical name, but the policy changes usually comes down to a couple of people, like 3 or 4 at best, maybe 10 depending on the size of the team. Yeah, it's fire he just wants to fire people. As I said, he is for deplatforming, and he wants people to lose their jobs because he feels they have wronged him.
Yep, and let's go back to IGN.
Yeah, also lawyers,
Diablo 4. Yeah, let's go back to Diablo 4 when they gave it a 9 out of 10. He said that he will endorse people getting kicked, aka putting inciting
physical violence.
Just because they didn't do their job right. And he wants them to lose their jobs for putting out a review that came from a bias of one person. Not the editor, not the company itself, just one person that works for that company. And hell, IGN has actually done this before where they fired someone.
Yeah.
And this was legitimate. Dead Cells. They had someone doing a review of the game. Someone came out called Boomstick Gaming and said, hey, that sounds a lot like my review. And he put out a comparison of his review and IGN's review. And it was close to word for word. And IGN looked into this and fired that person and gave that guy an apology. Said that we do not condone this. We will review this game correctly. They brought in somebody to review the game. They scored it like a few decimals lower, but it was still an original review.
Yeah.
And it created a meme because then there are other reviewers that's like, here's our review of Dead Cells. Don't worry, we didn't plagiarize anybody. It became a joke, but what can you do, man? Welcome to the internet.
Yeah, welcome to the internet.
Have a look around. Anything that brain of yours can think of can... Got mountains of content, some better, some worse. None of it's of interest to you. You be the first. Oh, don't worry, Dallas. They gave it a 7.8 out of 10. Say too much water, too many hidden moves. Then they reviewed Ocarina of Time 3D and said the Great Bay Temple, which is too much water.
But it's a water temple.
Yep, too much water.
So a water temple would have too much water. Okay. That'd be like saying Waterworld has too much water.
But then again, the Great Bay Temple sucks.
I mean, yeah, it sucks. But still, it's just like, wow.
In terms of service, with you can only stream on Twitch, nowhere else, they should be fired immediately.
Again, this shows he doesn't understand what it actually fucking says and how it works. He's just saying it. This is Phil trying to say something to sound smart and save face. That's all this is.
This is him being bitter about his previous jobs because management fired him.
That's why I brought up the Vietnam flashbacks.
Yeah.
He is so bitter that he thinks he did such a great job, coming into work. I'm going to assume some things. Coming into work, drunk off his ass, and going, I'm doing my job. You told me what my job is, and I'm doing it. Well, Phil, do better, because people are having to come behind you. No, you told me how to do it this way, and that's how I'm doing it. Blech.
Not only that, but he kept making up more of a fake history for that job, saying that he was the best worker there, that he did his work, but they still laid him off. The other one where he worked off the clock, and then he still got fired. It's like, Phil, your gin stories are not doing you any justice there. Like, the only time where I actually truly believed his story about that helicopter job was the first one. It was the first one, which was, I got laid off of my job.
Yep.
And that's when he started doing YouTube. That is the only time where I will believe Phil's story about that job.
It is very believable that he got laid off because the company went under. And it still exists, but in a different state.
But here's the thing with that, though. Past Phil was more honest about himself.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I will give past Phil a bit, like 1 or 2 roses and 2 each, is that he was actually honest about everything. For the most part. And I'm not talking about 2012 Phil. I'm talking about 2008, 2010 Phil. Then after that, nah.
That's the only one, because that one for the longest time was more consistent until recent year that he decided to start retconning it.
He's retconning everything because of that interview broke him.
Oh yeah, the interview fucking fried his brain. He's got nothing left. He had Keemstar shitting on him first, then Moist Towelette fucking bopped his ass one good time, and then the interview, like you said, that was just a death blow.
He's like, I've seen the light. I know what I must do. Critical, please interview me. And then Critical on his podcast is like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, he's like, it's not that serious, bro.
Yeah, it's not that deep.
I really don't care, and this guy's a beggar. I already know he's a massive beggar.
And he looked, and what it was
already knows.
And what was the first video Moist watched? That goddamn Scorn, unrecorded, and feels like, oh, it was a moment of weakness. I was taken out of context. No, you legit berated your fucking audience for not giving you no money for that game. None.
For no reason, too.
Yeah, no reason.
Like, no exception. If you want your company to thrive, those people need to be fired and released to go work somewhere else, a car wash or something, and have people who actually are in line with the industry and understand stuff come in to run the business. You can't have people who are that out of touch with reality.
I want to know who.
Phil. Okay,
like
Phil.
Who? You?
So, for a man that is so out of touch with reality, he wants someone that is in touch with. So he's insinuating him.
Yeah.
He thinks that he can run it better. No, Phil. If you ran a streaming service, defunct within a day.
Dude, that bitch would be gone in the first few hours.
He'd be sued out of existence because he'd probably say, "Yeah, go ahead and play whatever music you want." Oh God, why are these record labels suing us?
Yeah, what's happening? Oh, you can do whatever you want. Oh, what's that? Oh, these movie companies are after us too? What?
What? Why is the FCC coming after us? What do you mean What do you mean 3 women just showed off their bare nipples? What?
Wait, what?
Nothing I could do.
Wait, what? Brazzers is coming after me? Oh no, better hide my subscription. I'm overdue on their fees. Yes, he did have a Brazzers account. Sorry.
Yep, I knew that was a thing.
Also, he has gout, so he would get sued immediately. Oh yeah, because he's rich.
Running a business like that. You can't. And that business will never improve if those idiotic people are in charge. It's getting, every moment I hear something about Twitch is something negative, and it's worse and worse and worse. You can't run a business
Phil,
like that.
If they're stupid, then
Why did they cut the cord and let those people go?
Why did
They're dragging them down like an anchor, dragging you to the bottom of the ocean. Cut the cord. Get out of here.
Phil, you're the embodiment of crabs in a bucket.
Phil, you know how many people have told Twitch to cut you loose? Because you make them look bad?
Kettleton is just shaking.
Yep.
Yeah, Pot calling Kettle black.
Yeah, that poor Kettleton.
He didn't have,
really.
He wasn't created for nothing.
It's like poor little Tank.
Poor little Tank.
Okay. So that's all I have to say about that. That's like the hot topic everyone's been talking about.
It wasn't even a hot topic. I mean, yes, it's a hot topic, but you added nothing to that conversation. Plus,
yeah, and I love how.
Plus,
go ahead.
it was already reversed, so there was nothing to talk about. It was, as far as it should have went, was Twitch did a big fuck up. People revolted. Twitch went back on it.
They turned around real quickly on that,
and they apologized for it. Done deal.
But the only reason why he talked about it is because Twitch did him dirty, so he had to rant about how Twitch is terrible. And he's like, "Oh, people are talking about." Not really, Phil. They're talking about the Summer's Game Fest that's coming.
You know, he's got another story that he could immediately fire on with this, with Twitch. The guy who they took down his stream and banned him because he was using his own music, and they thought it was a record company.
Yeah, I've seen that too. I've seen it with art as well.
So I could see it that Phil will get angry going, "See, this is why I won't go back there, because if I play my own playlist, they'll take down my stream, dude."
Yeah, and another thing, it's like, the one thing about Twitch where I will give them that is like, they will ban people for no reason, even though it's not it's not even them. I remember there was a guy that was streaming, all of a sudden, a woman on there decided to flash her titties on there. They told her to stop. His channel was immediately banned.
Yep.
Yeah. Hell, I got one for you. When the bots were coming in spamming derogatory things and people were getting banned left and right for it, and Twitch was like, "Well, you need to moderate yourselves better." It's like, how am I supposed to moderate that?
I don't know they're coming. How do you expect me to moderate this?
But these are the things that he's not even using. We're firing off these.
And let's bring up another example. That girl that Butterface that ended up fucking on stream.
Oh yeah.
She got banned within a week.
She got a week ban. Yep.
She got a week ban and went back to get fucked by her sugar daddy or whatever the fuck he was.
Again. Yeah, I think they permanently banned her after the second time.
And then there was another one, like Alinity. You see her like taking pictures of her ass for Snapchat. Her giving her cat vodka. Her tossing her cat behind her.
Milo.
And she didn't get banned.
Pokimane like looking over Avatar: The Last Emperor, not even fucking commentating, just sitting there watching it. She just giggled a little bit. No commentary, nothing transformative. And they banned her within a day. And then they got back because her fucking white knights came and said, "You should have banned her. She's a sweet angel." And
them motherfuckers came out the woodwork like a pack of rabid dogs.
Meanwhile, she looks at a Gundam video. Oh, what? That he has a subscriber? I mean, he has a sponsor. Wouldn't be caught. I wouldn't be caught. If I were a sponsor, I wouldn't be caught on this video. If something happens to him, it's not like I'm saying anything.
Another one is that she wants a legislature to make it that they should not bully her ever again. That should be a law.
Yeah, she wanted she tried to pull a Sarkeesian Zoe Quinn bullshit. Please, you know how bad it is to be bullied on the internet? No,
when you're the one that's bullying people.
It sounds stupid.
And you make millions upon millions from lonely people that want you to be their girlfriend or whatever. And then you reveal that you have a boyfriend and that you were single to scam people out of money. You a cunt.
I mean, hell, think about it. Pokimane did the same thing.
Yeah, that was Pokimane I was talking about.
Yeah, she purposely didn't stay. Yeah, Amaranth. Oh yeah, she was fucking married.
And apparently her husband was being abusive. Guess what? After that whole thing happened, the husband thing didn't happen ever again. It's like,
yeah,
was it?
She came back to stream the very next. I think it was like within a week, and everything was normal.
Still showing off her tits and her ass.
Yeah, but wait a minute, Amaranth. You said this was your husband forcing you to do this. You never wanted to do all this provocative shit. This is all your husband. Yeah, but I'm taking back my independence.
No,
I'm doing this because I want to now.
Trunks, that's the thing though. Even though some people knew she was married, not everybody else. Everyone else thought she was single and hot.
That and then on top of that, she's recording herself, or live streaming herself speed dating, or going on dates, and it's just like, you fucking idiot.
In the last 24 hours is how Twitch is going downhill, and Twitch, I have to say, no shit. They've been going downhill for years. This is not something new. This is not something shocking. This has always been. But people have been pulling, I just want to look through these rose-colored glasses because everyone claims Twitch is the place to be a streamer. It's really not. They have a few things going for them. I feel like they have the best chat, right? They probably have the best chat system because they use IRC. IRC is a legacy chat system, but man, let me tell you, with the emotes and stuff they have over there, they have the Prime gifted subs and stuff. That's useful stuff. It's a good way to grow a community. It is. But at the same time, these toxic decisions, they're constantly making.
He was shitting on Twitch this entire time. It doesn't make any sense at all. They're
out of their minds, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, try to ban me, bitch, dude.
That's my suggestion, but no one has to listen to me because I'm just nobody on the internet who doesn't know anything, right? Don't see the writing on the wall for what it is. Ignore the writing on the wall.
Ban him!
Right?
Ban him now!
Okay.
Why'd you ban me?
Anyway, why'd you ban me, bro? Alright.
I got the drip.
That's I'm falling asleep. I feel my eyes getting heavy.
I need to get started on recording shit. I hadn't done that today. I need to.
But I'm gonna do this again to catch more up on these videos because I missed some gold dust apparently.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Thank you guys. I appreciate you all here for the impromptu stream. We definitely doing it again.
I look forward to entertaining you, and remember, please give me money.
Good night, chat. I appreciate all 18 of you. It's amazing. I love the turnout. Thank you guys. I will see you next time. This is Ice Yamamoto. It time go. Night, guys.